Sin. What's the other word you can't say on Twitch? Harmfully?
Incel.
Is it incel?
So when we get banned and it's in the first minute and a half, we know who to blame.
You can't say it like vindictively.
I'm aware. It doesn't mean Twitch won't just randomly ban you for no reason.
Well, that's true, but I don't think we're important enough for that.
There is a hamster behind me somewhere.
Is it dead yet?
Not yet.
Got this illegally.
Alrighty guys, good evening. Holy crap, 14th episode of Friday Night Dice. Where's the time gone? Guess COVID kind of took it.
Pretty much.
COVID took what?
It took away all that time. Shelby's getting Maddie put away, or put to bed.
Put away?
Should put to bed.
Where are you putting her?
The cabinet left
Locking
for the
her in
sink.
the closet, Josh. No, Shelby's getting Maddie laid down, put to bed, and all tucked away. Oh, how's you guys' sleep going?
I'm tired.
You can put me away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get right on that, Josh. Holy crap, guys, we have everyone here for like the first time in 2 months.
I can leave.
No, please don't. But, I don't have much announcements for tonight. Glad you guys can all be here. Sure, Dustin's off screen, joining us here in a second. So yeah, we will kill time because I don't want.
I heard we were level 7.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong.
Yeah, we're
6
level 9.
is-
God,
6 is-
Nope, you're not that either.
I'll meet you in the middle, right? And we'll call it level 8.
Or
perfect. Let's do
we
it.
go backwards and there's level 4.
Level 10 it is! Let's go!
Oh man. Nope. Crazy week. Still getting acclimated to the new. having COVID for 3 weeks.
I agree.
Right after starting the new job was not fun either. Literally came back and I was like, how do I do
Are
this
you in the
again?
same boat, Alex? Isn't your job failing
mean,
you?
Luckily, I've been at my job for like a month, a little over,
Yeah.
before I got COVID, but I still have no idea what I'm doing.
It's gonna be me.
I've been at my job for over a year and I'm still getting acclimated.
I will give you guys a heads up. Still have slight cough. It's not nearly as bad as it was when I had COVID, but it's been lasting for the weeks. So I cough in your guys' ear tonight. Apologize ahead of time.
I'm actually dying.
It's still lingering, and according to what I've read and heard from others, it could linger for like.
It lasts a while.
Sounds like Matt's sicker than I am currently.
Damn. I still have not gotten
You
my
would?
smell back. Did you lose your sense of taste or smell, Alex?
No, not at all.
I didn't get a cough until I was feeling better. Like, I felt like absolute shit, but had no respiratory problems for like the first 4 to 5 days. And once I started feeling better, then my respiratory problem, like, then I started feeling like having coughs and being stuffed up. But it was never like the respiratory stuff was never bad.
Oh no,
I'm
I got a
just super
cough
excited to get
Tuesday
my
morning.
vaccine in the next couple of weeks so I can just avoid all of that, hopefully.
I'm hoping to get mine. I was told because we're an essential business that we get pushed further to the head of the line. So I'm hoping, but I mean, my business is in Missouri, not Illinois, and I signed up in Illinois, so I don't know how that works.
That's true. If you're essential, you're in group 3 of 4.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. If you're essential, like, if you're not frontline medical is first group, essential medical is second group, which is where I technically fall. Then there's third group, which is like essential, like utilities and such.
Now, see, I wonder if we might fall in that second group because we recycle stuff for hospitals.
You might.
Iffy? I don't know. Be a question.
Yeah,
It'd be
I
a
don't
question
know.
for HR.
I don't know how it's working for us either at university because we're getting vaccinated at the university, and they said just like email us when it's our time.
You'll get it by the time you graduate.
You're probably in the last group, unfortunately.
My diploma still hasn't come in the mail, and I
Dude, I don't
graduated
know.
over a
That's
month
right.
ago.
graduated
I don't
Hey,
have
guys.
mine. I graduated like 2 years ago. I still don't have mine.
I
I
forgot.
don't know where it
you
went.
finished this last semester.
Yeah.
Yep.
Starting, it's technically a full-time job, but it's also
starting this
technically
big
an
boy job.
internship. Yeah, I'm starting an internship on Monday.
Although, I'm pretty sure I have some unpaid parking
Hey, good
tickets, which
evening,
might
Vader.
be why I
Glad to
don't
see
have
you
my
here.
diploma, but
You have a what?
unpaid parking tickets still.
Speaking of Vader, I finally finished Mandalorian, and I won't spoil anything in case people watching haven't seen
Oh,
it. Holy shit, the ending of the next season. Yeah. I finally finished that like over the past couple days, and I was like, what the fuck?
What do you need? I really stopped getting excited about it because it really stopped moving the plot after like episode 2, and it just became, what side character can we bring in this time?
Let's see some beautiful dice rolls
Something
and beat
about the
that
plot.
DM into his place. Yeah, thanks, Sue.
I
Appreciate
don't know.
that.
I just watched the finale the other day, and I figured out that Vader's Luke's father. That was pretty wild.
Oh, whoa, dude! Spoilers.
What
Spoilers.
can I say, man? They revealed.
Yeah, don't spoil 1981, Aiden.
This is how we actually get banned off Twitch, right here.
Right. Oh man. Shelby's taking her sweet time.
No
too,
spoilers
man.
on the 40-year-old movie.
Did Maddie cry when I left?
I do not remember. I was downstairs getting battle map and other stuff finished.
She looked so sad. Whenever I
It's
said
not
I
like
had,
when people leave.
when I was like I have to go bye, she like started pouting, and she'll be like,
Meanwhile, I get pumped.
That one. I'm sitting here like, oh no, I have to stay at home for 2 weeks.
Right? It sucks, doesn't it?
You act like I can't hear you.
You can't hear
I
me.
think I'm
You're
I'm technically like in the top like single digit percentages for people that get paid to play video
For,
games.
since you guys haven't got to see it yet, and,
I probably was today.
since we're
Yeah,
still playing remotely. For those of you that play in my other non-stream game, I got Shelby a shirt that says "I would like to rage." Got a barbarian symbol on it. It's
I've
pretty
just
on
been a
par for
barbarian, but you
character.
bitched.
What?
Six, I should have been a barbarian, but you threw a fit.
You don't have to play a barbarian every single time you play something.
I like playing barbarian.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do our intro and get into tonight's session now that she's finally joined us. Back here in a minute.
Oh, speaking of murder.
Why does my camera always freeze on stream, but it's always like silky smooth in Discord?
Good question.
I'm doing nothing now anyways. Bring your hood.
I can't hear whatever you're saying.
Alrighty, guys, and we're back. Oh man. Alright, so let's go ahead and get. So, as we gathered, we watched as the spread eagles gathered their thoughts and began discussing the next step in their journey while venturing around. They visited with the dwarven blacksmith, with a bit of a bigotry side to him, the mention of a rare flower that grows within the arcane wilds. Before they went on their way, giving the man only a few death threats, they made their way to. Before they left, after speaking to Voradun and giving him just a few death threats, he mentioned a hearing or a rumor of a strange mist that had been lingering throughout the wilds. This struck a chord within the group, as it's something that they have dealt with before. Trying to gather more information about this mist and possibly more work in general, the party set out to talk to Lord Nathaniel. On their way to his house, the party got separated within a large crowd as people began moving out of their way as the royal carriage pulled in. Queen Xerena Alden gave a proclamation that she would like to speak to a group called the Spread Eagles. After short deliberation, the party decided to meet with the Queen, see what she may want. On the way back to the Golden Harp where the Queen was staying, Kelric, you caught eye of a familiar sight. A massive galleon with a golden maiden affixed upon the front of it, known as the Serene Wanderer. As the party drew closer to the ship, it appeared as if the individual Kelric was searching for was not among the crowd. Making their way to the Golden Harp, our heroes decided to meet with the Queen, and she thanked them for protecting Oldfield and presented them with an offer. Join the Xar'Talas ranks and report to her directly, or one of her captains, and she would in return provide you with the Empire's support for your endeavors. Although it appears she was hoping for a quick answer, she told the Spread Eagles to take the week and to think on it and send their answer to her. After the Queen excused herself to her room, the party deliberated over what to do, a general consensus of not wanting to submit to authority, and while talking it out, Arya, you ventured upstairs to have a conversation of your own. She presented to the guard at the door what only could be assumed a ring with the crest of the royal family in Kelderai. The guard, baffled, took this ring and presented it to the Queen and her traveling companion. The guard let you enter. After a short reunion between Avaria and Elmara, the king's ward, Avaria returned downstairs, warning the party of a man named Brukar they heard rumors of. With the name, the party began asking questions around town, and with some proclaimed he was a traveler, while others had feared mentioned it. Others stated he was just simply a scientist trying to further science itself. The one thing remaining constant in his story is that this man was eccentric and strange. Didn't have very many friends. While speaking with Lord Nathaniel Alden, you noticed some irregularities in his story from the reports that his scouting team had delivered to him. Allen could tell Lord Nathaniel was hiding something and not letting on to the whole truth, so the party quickly rushed off after gathering a few steeds from the Golden Harp to warn or either stop the mining party that had been sent on their way. While traveling swiftly through the forest, a few of you caught a glimpse of a strange mist upon the outskirts of the arcane wilds. And as you guys stopped to deliberate it for a short while and decided to investigate, the mist opened and cleared and led you to a small patch of ruins. And as you guys made your way into these ruins, perched upon the tall tower on the far side of the ruins, you guys noticed a familiar figure with her large black wings extended out from her back as she let out a piercing howl. That's where we come to tonight's session.
Someone shoot her.
One shoot.
Where was the last time we saw her again?
The last time you guys saw Pemberly would be when Nil and Tophin escorted her away in the middle of the night after she asked them to, very politely.
Was not me. It was Tove.
That's what I said. Or did I say
Yeah.
Tophin?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I thought I said Tove. That's my fault, guys.
Yeah, that's not the last time we saw her. We fought against her and her two sisters.
Oh, you are correct. I forgot about she made one more appearance.
Should have killed her when we had the chance.
We've attempted to multiple times.
So, as you guys are on the outskirts of these ruins, you notice the more winged, more bird-like figure of Pemberly standing on the top of this tall tower off in the distance. You can see her bearing down, staring directly at you guys as she clenches her claws on the ledge and just stares you down.
Anyone got any range?
Explain to me what's going on.
Long story short, we've tried to kill her multiple times, and you can see how well it's worked.
She's like a roach.
Maybe this one's bingo.
No. Okay.
Said you fought her multiple times. Bingo. Never mind. Never mind.
As you guys are watching, you do notice that the mist around you guys is just kind of staying where it was, keeping on the outskirts, on the edge of these ruins. Not really what you guys remember from the last time you encountered it, where it was encroaching and slowly moving in on you guys and kind of blotted out all things around you. This one's more just obscuring the view.
Cress gonna put her hands together. Hello?
See, we meet again, my weary travelers. You can hear her booming voice echo throughout the ruins.
Why are you here?
Why are any of us here?
Well, when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
Well, Avaria, I didn't know my mom and dad.
Well, when they loved each other very much, they had a special time together.
But Avaria, I only ever knew my dad.
I don't know what to tell you. You hatched from an egg.
Perfect.
Like a penguin.
Right now, we're gonna have this discussion right now.
Apparently.
What are you doing? Lady Miss Pemberly?
Why, looking for you, of course.
Me?
Thea just kind of like cock her head and stare at you.
In particular, me?
Yes.
Ma'am, I think. can we wrap this up? We're kind of going somewhere.
Oh, you guys are not going anywhere.
Open. Look.
Hmm.
Look in your
Last
bag.
time I checked my planner, it said we were going to, oh, I don't know, the cave, stone throws away. So,
As you say that, she's going to float down.
Yeah, and what is it exactly that you want with Cressida here?
Why, she is the key.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
I have no need to explain myself.
No, if you really
I'm a
want
human.
her, we could sell her to you for a really good deal.
She wants to hire her as a bookkeeper.
That'd be pretty poor because she can't read.
That's what I think.
DM, do I notice anything else going on around us while we're talking? Does she seem like she's trying to buy time or distract us?
Sure, go ahead and just make a perception check for me.
23?
It definitely feels like she's trying to distract you, but looking around, there's nothing within immediate eyesight that catches your eye.
Cool.
My Cress is glowing.
What?
No,
What are you doing?
the elk is glowing.
Elk is glowing.
Yes.
Okay, elk is
Wow.
glowing.
I thought you said blowing. I was really.
thank you.
Oh,
That's
God.
what.
She's going
DM,
to...
far away is Birdman.
Bird woman.
Birdman. Oh, let's see. From you?
Isn't it Bird
Yeah.
Woman?
Probably, I don't know, 160 feet.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna start
That's
moving
fireball.
forward.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. You guys aren't in combat, so you just tell me how far you want to move.
I want to cover like half the distance between our group and her.
Okay. So, and
I
you're
would
going-
like to be.
I would like against like that
Exactly
near
100
that
feet
wall
away.
where the tree is, like towards the middle. I want to be near the wall.
You're the tree in the middle. You want to be towards the wall.
Yeah, right in
Okay.
the middle.
And Tophin, you're going with him.
Yeah, sure.
Before I do anything else, is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, me and Spud'll kind of advance, like,
Are you hopping down off the elk?
yeah, getting down. We'll go like,
Speaking of, look, guys, we have a Spud mini. In all his silver and bronze glory.
look at that. What?
All right, where are you going? Sorry.
Just like 10 or 15 feet behind Zeros and Tophin.
Sure. Like,
Yeah.
I know we're behind this wall.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Bill, Avaria, Kelric, Cress.
I will just fan out to the right to be behind that tree in the back. Or near it, I should say.
Here?
Yeah.
Cress is I don't know what I can do with my elk because my iPad is probably very slow for them. Still dead.
Bill, Avaria. You don't care? You don't want to do anything?
I think Cress is gonna go to the left behind that taller crumpled building.
Okay.
On top of her elk.
Yeah, she's on her elk currently.
Okay.
Nil, you want to stay in back? Okay. Avaria?
Like right up in here.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys begin scattering and moving, look at how all the little peepers scatter. And she will raise her hand, and as she does, you guys start to feel the earth start to move beneath you guys, almost like a small tremor. And it's a familiar feeling. It's almost that same feeling from whenever her sister would control the earth when you guys were fighting her. But now it's coming from her. And as she does, this fall about 10-foot tall statue begins emerging from the ground. You can see it's covered in silver armor and red tattered robe. And you can see whatever beneath it has been turned to stone. You can see it's missing its arms, and whatever was on its back has been broken and lays crumbling around it. You see this statue just keep raising. As you guys look, it just looks completely weathered and worn.
That's how she got powers. Like,
I mean, I fire.
Okay. Then we will go ahead and roll initiative.
Boy.
Wait for the tablets.
wow.
Is this the gazebo?
God damn it. Not a gazebo.
Does it have arms now? So that's kind of crazy.
We're in
Tell me
trouble because Zeros climbed it.
In trouble.
Bird
Zeros
chick is an
climbed.
artificer.
I'm surprised Zeros didn't try to climb one of the buildings.
It didn't seem like a great option right now.
Oh, it didn't?
After combat, though. Going for
You
it.
could have been ready whenever she flies up in the air to jump and swing.
Jump on her back,
Yeah,
grapple her to the ground, yeah.
choke her out with your glaive. Yeah.
Alright, 25 to 20. Or should I ask for
23.
trophies first? 23.
23.
21.
21.
I also have 21.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Good God.
Okay, what order do you guys want to go in?
I don't care.
I do not care.
Okay.
Then I'll go first.
Okay, thank you. So, we have Howlin going first. Cress, Zeros, what are your tech stats?
16.
Lower than that.
Okay. Zeros. Cress. Alright. Then we have 15 to 20.
16.
Alright, 10 to 15.
14.
12. What about the elk? Does it go on your turn, Chris?
I believe it go on her turn like we do. Actually, no, go ahead and roll separate for your elk.
Oh, my elf rolls separately? Ew. That's how elf-
I feel like the spell probably specifies.
Yeah, probably. But
Just-
if not,
We'll
roll
give it its own
9.
initiative.
Wait, a 9 plus
It's dex.
Nothing.
It's dexterity.
just
Nothing?
9.
9? Okay. Oh, brings up the rear. Alright, top of the round, Tophin, you're up.
You'd think I'd be used to this by now.
Alan, you're on deck. You want to figure out what you're doing?
I think I'm gonna try one of my mind piercer
Okay, what's the save on it?
bolts. Intelligence 14.
That would be a 17, so a can't believe it. Can't remember. Does it specify that you take half damage on them?
It doesn't specify, so I guess not.
Yeah, I believe it doesn't. But anything for bonus or movement?
I'll move forward as far as I can, but that's it.
30 gets you in front of the statue, or if you want to go either way,
Kind of in between them.
like here.
A little more towards her. That works.
All right, Howlin, you're up.
So I'm gonna cast Blur on myself. So now any creatures attacking me have disadvantage. My body's all like wavy.
And that's concentration, correct?
Yes, up to a minute. So, that, and then I am going to, I guess, get as close within range of her as I can, with my 30 feet of movement.
Roger. 30 gets you there or there. I mean,
Yeah, that works. And then I'll just have Spud come up. So that's my turn, and then I'll have Spud come up, kind of in between me and Telfin.
tiny little bronze body.
And he will take his whole body. That'll be my turn.
All right, Xeros.
Okay.
We're climbing.
I mean, I might have to hit her.
Right now, you might. She's floating about 20 feet in the air.
Just tackle her.
I don't think I have the movement. I think I literally just have to either go for a bow or just
jump on her.
I got those hops. Yeah, I want to cover distance to where I'm like near the wall behind her. Not the wall behind her, to the right of her.
Sure.
Your left, probably.
This wall over here.
No, the other one by her. Sorry, your left.
That's my right.
That's your right. Oh. Yeah, that one over there, by her.
30 gets you just directly below.
Okay. And then I want to use a bow.
Firing just straight up her butt.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. 15 to hit.
15 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. 9 damage. Piercing, I believe.
Got it.
Okay. Pretty sure that's my turn. I think I can only attack once with the bow, right?
You get 2 attacks.
Oh, I thought it mattered. Okay.
You get 2 attacks.
Firing again. 17 to hit.
Hits.
And 9 damage again.
Alright. Enough. Alright, Cress, you're up. Alright, you're up next.
I'm up.
Yep.
Can you pull up the battle map big? Alrighty. Well, on my trusty steed, I want to get... Who is next to me? Who is that, like, right next to me?
Remember, it is not your steed's turn, so you would not be able to... Your elk cannot move until it's turn.
Well, I just looked it up, and if I like...
Give it the command.
Well, no, it's like part of me.
Okay.
Like Spud, where it goes
Yeah,
immediately
okay, so-
after your turn.
No, right now. So if I was not on it, it would have its own initiative, but because I'm
Oh,
on it,
Gotcha.
consider it part
Okay.
of me.
Oh, so it's like
I've
Yes,
not
it
done
is.
very much in mounted combat, so...
Neither have I. Who's next to me?
Who's next to you? That is Nil right behind you.
Okay, I'm going to get in between the 3 people that I'm, like, closest to.
In between them? So
Yes. Yes. As long as I'm within 30 feet of everyone.
You're in 30 feet of all of them, not the people in front of you.
That's fine. I am going to cast Bless on, I think, Avaria.
It would be, if you're going for the 3 people around you, it is Avaria, Kelric, and Nil.
Yes, they are now all blessed. You've all been blessed at first level.
So you guys all get a d4 that you can add saving throws and your 2 hits.
Bless this mess.
Alright, is that all you're doing?
Yep.
Avaria, you're up.
We're gonna attempt guiding bolt.
Yeah, what's the range on that?
120 feet.
Not close enough.
I thought I was. I thought I planned this out right. Did I not?
Actually, never mind. You might be. You are. Never mind. I miscounted.
I thought so. Okay. Then what's Bless give me? It's D4 on my attack.
You add a D4 to your attack.
16?
That hits.
Oh, it does. I didn't see
already
the
said a
plus
15
7.
hit.
I didn't see it was plus 7. I just doubted myself.
Damn it. I just spilled a drink, so I'll be right back.
Party foul. No, honey, you add a D4 to your hit, not your...
Oh. I thought you... I don't know why. 16?
15.
Radiant. Yep.
Okay.
Next attack on her has advantage now. Keep that in mind.
And is Topin within 60 feet of me?
Huh?
Is Topin within 60 feet?
Topin?
Yes.
Yeah.
For a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith on Topin. Gives him +2 to his AC, I believe.
Yep.
One of those spells would have to have been a cantrip.
Yeah, you can't actually
What?
cast 2 spells.
Oh. I thought since it was a bonus action, I could.
Right, but you already cast spell.
You can do a cantrip and a spell.
Alright.
Sorry.
That was confusing.
Alright, that brings us to Pemberly's turn. I'm gonna fly over to this ledge. As she extends her wings out, and she's going to fire these razor-sharp black feathers at Howland. First one is a 21 to hit.
Is that with disadvantage?
Okay, yes it is. Because I rolled
20, the 21 with disadvantage? That hits.
You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Mmm.
Second one is a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
That brings us to the end of her turn, and she's just going to, after she attacks and she looks, you guys look as if she's staring off into the sky, waiting for something. Bill, you're up.
I want to cast Hold Person on her.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Not within 60.
Can I get within 60 feet of her?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep. It costs all your movement. You get just in range. Right there.
It's a DC Wisdom 16.
16.
Cyan and Silver twists out of Kelrick's hand as he uses one of his portents to make it a 2.
Okay. Okay. She's now paralyzed. Person, that is rings. All right, that brings us to end. Is that all you're doing, Nil?
Can I use the cantrip?
I
can't because I don't have a.
Yeah. Not.
Yeah.
Have to be a bonus action.
Right.
Right. It'd have to be a bonus action, and I believe you'd have to be. You have to have the feet, right?
There's no feet.
I thought that's why Shelby could do it. We'll look at it later. Elric, you're up.
Nope.
I don't think I can, for the record.
I don't think you have any bonus action cantrips.
No, I don't think I do either.
I'm going to rush up past Avaria and to the right, kind of staying near that wall there. And as I do, reaching into my pouches furiously and slapping together sulfur and bat guano and throwing a mote of light in the middle of the two of them at the rear, so that it would, with a 20-foot radius, it would hit the group of them, just the two. So I will throw it against like the side of that
Trying
rock
to hit
face.
the statue
at the
too?
top. Yes. So it would be a dexterity saving throw for the statue, but she would fail it because she's paralyzed.
Statue's a statue, so I'm not gonna... It fails.
Okay. Total of 21 fire damage as I roll really poorly on this online dice roller.
Got it.
That is all.
That brings us to your elk's turn, Cressida.
Because I'm on top of him, he will take no turn.
Okay. Ofen, top of the round, you're up. Whole person, do I roll every time she's hit?
No, it's
No, it should just be end of her turn.
No, some of those spells are... She gets...
Nope, end of each of its turns. I guess I'm just gonna shoot.
Normal attack? Okay.
Yeah. Advantage, right? Because she's
Right.
paralyzed?
Right.
Because of the guiding bolt.
Uh, 27 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that hits, and it's crit because... Oh, no, never mind, you do the... Yeah, that hits.
6 points of damage.
Right.
And then... How tall is that, like, ledge she's on?
Roughly 20 feet. About 20 feet in the air. 15, 20 feet-ish.
Jump,
Okay.
jump, jump, jump.
I'm gonna bonus action do my god mode thing.
Okay.
And attempt to kind of like wall run, parkour it a bit and get up there.
Okay.
Since I have double speed.
Okay. Making an athletics check for me.
Athletics. Okay. It's a real good one for me.
3.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
Oh, well. So as you come sprinting across the battlefield, you like jump up off the statue and just jump over to her.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Alan, you're up.
I'm gonna walk up to this statue and whack it with my sword.
Why is everybody picking on my statue? God, just a statue.
Looking at me funny.
Statue do to you.
He looked at me funny.
Go ahead, roll a hit. I mean,
Alright.
I just have to come up with an AC for a statue real quick.
That is 22.
Sure, 22. Really good damage.
That's both hands. It's gonna take 3 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna have that because it's a statue.
Okay. It took 1 damage, so it's just a statue.
As far as you can tell.
Squad, I don't know why we're whacking this thing.
So basically, as you slice your sword across it, all you can hear is the sound of metal on stone and metal on metal as you drag it up the stone and then off across the breastplate.
Does it sound hollow, perchance?
Does not sound hollow.
Nothing comes next to it.
Well, I will, if I have any movement, I will walk to the other side of the statue so that way if Bird Bitch tries to turn me into a pincushion again, I've got some cover.
Sure. That works. What do you want Spud to do?
What do I have? I will have. That's a good question. I will have Spud go up to the tree next to him.
Tree?
Get a little closer, but not quite
Like there?
Yeah, that works.
Blow it up for you so you can see better. But he's basically right here on the other side of the statue.
Sure, as if we're flying. Okay, sure, yeah, that works. And I will have Spud take his dodge action because I don't think he can get up there, even with a dex.
Don't know if Spud can really climb that well. He is a turtle.
Probably not.
He's gonna sprout a helicopter and fly up there.
He's got moon shoes, obviously.
Alright, Xar'Talas, you're up. Cress, you're on deck.
Gotcha.
How far away am I from getting to her?
Just flew over you. You're here. So 5, 10, 30 gets you just below her. Or you could, I mean, that's literally directly below her. Take a couple steps back, you could still hit her with your arrow.
Yeah, I'll go to where I can shoot her again. And firing my bow at her again.
Have advantage.
Okay. 22.
2 hits.
And 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Go ahead with your second
Then-
attack.
Yep. 12 to hit.
12 to hit.
Okay.
Roll with advantage.
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s.
Cress, you're up. Arya, you're on deck.
Okay. Cress has 50 feet of movement. Where can that get her?
Everywhere.
5, 10, 15. 50 gets you right here. Literally, basically in front of the statue.
Okay, she's not going to do that. She's going to use that tree to the forward and left of her. Would that provide any cover from Bird Lady?
On your elk? Probably not. If you got off your elk, maybe.
How much movement did it take to get there?
35.
God damn it. So if she took 25 movement and got...
I mean, you do have like little alcoves and all kinds of stuff all over the building here.
Yeah, she's gonna get into that second little alcove and then dismount.
Okay.
And that's gonna be... Actually, you know what? Scratch that. She gonna get in real close. Sorry.
I tried to move this camera so I wouldn't have to stay standing the whole time, and I feel like I should just stay standing the whole time.
You should just stay standing the whole time.
Is she within 30 feet of
It's
Bird
school.
Is it within 30 feet of who?
Bird Bitch?
Her height? Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Actually, just kidding. She's not gonna do that. I'll just stay there.
Okay, got it. Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay. Arya, you're up.
Can I get to 120 feet of her?
Huh?
Can I get to 120 feet of her? I just want you to
Yeah,
stand.
you can get closer. If you got closer, you could.
I'll go ahead
I'd
and
say... Right up here, because right now you...
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do guiding bolt.
Bolt? Okay.
19.
It hits.
It would have been an advantage, see if you could.
I think she rolled with advantage.
Oh.
12.
12 points of damage. Alright. Is that all you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. Always bonus action summon. Wait, never mind. Forget what I said. Pemberly's turn. What's my save? 16 Constitution?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom.
That would be 21. So she will shake off the whole person. I believe that's her turn.
Crap. It's rigged.
Alright. Bill, you're up.
Debating if I just want to do it again.
I can't guarantee it this time.
Yeah, it's probably not happening. How hard would I have to throw my dagger to embed it in her?
Embed it in her?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty damn hard, but I mean, you can try.
Teleport inside of her.
Maybe.
Just remember, you can only, your dagger can only teleport you 20.
Yeah, I can run up.
Okay, I'm just finding you.
Can I run up, flip my coin, throw my dagger, teleport to it?
Well, keep in mind you have advantage.
So 30 gets you if you want to climb over the wall just here or over here, and even there you're not within 20. There you got 5, 10, 15. 20 is directly below her, but then she's 3 feet in the air. Actually,
How far do I have to move?
I could give it to you right there. It would be just on the edge of.
I mean, I can flourish and give myself another 10 feet of movement.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you could definitely get there with that.
Okay, so I'm going to run up. I'm going to flip my coin. I'm going to throw my dagger there. I'm going to teleport to it.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this.
Coin.
Do I still have advantage? Is that
So it would be advantage if you're attacking.
matter?
Yeah, you're.
It doesn't even matter because it's a coin.
Yeah, it's a coin, so.
I don't actually have a coin on me, so I'll flip one on Google. Heads.
That's so it hits.
Heads.
I believe you. You're good.
It crits.
Yes, it does. So teleporting to her.
Yeah. It's 9. It's 11 points of damage.
All right.
I literally think that's all I can do. That's everything.
At the end of your turn, she is going to take a legendary action, and I need Tophin and Nil to make strength saving throws. As she
I regret everything.
lets out a burst of wind from her wings and goes flying back over here.
Why does it have to be strength? It's strength. It's not like acrobatics.
Right.
What about persuasion?
Strength saving throw.
I persuade her to not.
It's a 19 for me.
Okay, you succeed.
I got a 4.
Okay. So, Tophin, as the burst of wind comes out, you can kind of grab hold of something and you don't go flying off, but no, the wind catches you off guard as you've just landed here and you go flying off 10 feet.
That's not how I remember it.
It sends you flying and knocks you prone onto the ground, and you will take 6 points of falling damage.
I think I could have recovered in that 10-foot fall.
Not according to your
How
save,
did
you
you-
didn't.
Did you say 6 points?
6 points of damage. That will bring us to Kelrick's turn.
DM, not to make an argument, but to ask, Nil's coin flip is a magical element, right?
Correct.
Would it have taken the guiding bolt from her, or does she still have the guiding bolt on it because it was never
I would say she's
the
still,
magic?
Well, so Josh shot her with an arrow, so I would say that would have consumed.
Oh, I thought Devaria went.
No, she cast.
Oh, you're right. No, you
Guiding
shot
bolt
another
again.
one. You're right. Yeah, no. So that would not consume the guiding bolt. She would still have advantage.
Okay. What I will do is I will press up as far and as close in as I can get, pretty much straight line.
Alright.
Hoping to get myself within 40 feet of her.
30 gets you there. 5. Exactly 30 feet.
Okay. I will pull out Harbinger's Call and take a shot.
Okay.
I almost rolled a d12. I should probably roll twice with advantage. It's a 17 plus things.
Yeah, you hit. Remind me what it's loaded with.
2d. It is loaded with green aether, so force damage. It's 2d8. 11 plus 4 is 15 points of force damage.
15 points of force damage.
Yep.
Alright.
That is all I've got.
At the end of your turn, you guys hear almost a loud roar coming from off in the distance. You can feel or hear the beating of wings. That brings us back to the top of the round, Tophin.
Okay. Is she's not up by me anymore? No,
Is
she
not.
moved back over there.
She went flying 30 feet. I mean, you're right, or straight across.
30 feet, huh?
Jump on her.
Make a running jump with your super speed.
Well, obviously, yeah, you get a run
That's
at
my
it.
thought. Yeah.
Oh man.
You
Yeah,
run
I'm gonna back up
off
and
the
then
statue.
run and jump.
Okay.
Jump off the
Trying
statue
to
onto
grab her and drop her down, and yeah, prepared to jump to hop off the statue if need be.
Someone remind me the mechanics of long jump real quick.
Hell if I know.
Cover a number of feet equal up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
I'd say I'll give you a double because of your god things. What's your strength score?
It's a fat 10 or 11.
So we'll give you a 10 feet, 20 feet jump. 20-foot jump would not make it. So do you still want to try it?
But it would make.
Could
it
I
to the
double
statue.
jump using the
You
statue?
would make it. You would make it. You know what? Make an acrobatics check and I'll give it to you with
Will
what you
do.
get. Jumping off the statue.
No.
That's always a good
With
sound.
advantage, I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oof.
Welcome
So
to
as you take your
Stone
run
City.
and you jump, you
So
hit
it's
the
a
statue, and like the slickness of
8.
the steel, you lose your footing and just go tumbling to the ground. So basically, tumble down right in front of Hallen.
Oh,
Now
Cool.
shoot her.
I'm assuming I'm out of stuff at that point.
I would say you're out of movement. I'd say you still have an action.
Oh, well, if I have action bonus, I'll fire twice.
Oh, you land on your feet, sure.
He didn't land on his feet,
No.
he's laying down. This is
Oh,
I'm
okay.
prone. I just...
Alright, alright.
It would be a disadvantage if he wasn't a crossbow expert.
Oh, first attack. 27 to hit.
No, misses. I'm sorry.
21 to hit on the second one.
Yep, nope, doesn't hit. I don't know. It's weird. Your attacks are missing.
Concrete armor out of nowhere.
20 total points of piercing.
Got it. Alright, Hallen, you're up.
I think I'm gonna drop blur so that I can cast catapult, which
Okay.
is like some rock or whatever.
I don't think
Something.
you would have to drop blur to cast catapult if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, catapult's not concentration.
It's two separate spots. I thought if you cast another spell in time. Cool.
No, you can continue concentrating on it and still cast a spell.
Cool. So then I will just use catapult.
Dex save on her part?
Yep. 14.
I have a 12.
Oof. Okay, so
8 plus
8.
4.
That'll be 18 bludgeoning damage.
18 bludgeoning damage. Good lord.
And then I'm going to. Who's kind of like, I guess, in front of the statue?
Front of the
Who's like-
statue, I believe is Cress. So Topin's laying on the ground in front of you, and Cress is on her elk in front of the statue. Spud and Xar'Talas are just on the other side of it.
Tophin is in front of me.
Yep.
Okay, I will hang out right where I'm at then, and then I will have Spud come and stand 5 feet next to me. If I'm looking at the right person.
So you want to go where? What?
Okay, so where am I, just for reference?
Right here.
I'm right there, okay. Is the space 5 feet next to me, like the space next to me?
Open? Yes.
I'll move Spud there.
Basically sitting directly below her.
Cool, that works. Is he also within 5 feet of Tophin?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, Xar'Talas, you're up. She ran away from you again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
seems to be the theme here.
He's big boy Xar'Talas and runs away.
So we're gonna move, like, I don't know, into like the horde of people there in front of the statue, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you could get basically right in front of it, but then you kind of got like a giant mosh pit of people all standing there.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna pull out my bow again and try to shoot her.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Not hit. Take your second shot.
Okay, 21 to hit.
21 does hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, 11 damage.
Points of damage. You guys can see that she's starting to take, not look so good now. She's starting to take quite a bit of damage.
I would hope so.
Alright. That brings us to Cress's turn.
Hello. Can we pull up the big boy screen? Okay. How tall up in the air is big?
About 20 feet.
Ah, motherfucker. Huh.
How tall's your elk?
I don't fucking know. Probably like 4 feet.
I'll say you could maybe try standing on the back of your elk and swatting her.
Oh gosh. What can I do, DM?
Tell me.
What the fuck can I do?
Anything you want.
Rock, throw it.
You sure try to do anything, and I'll tell you what if you can or can't.
So, say I get right beneath her on my elk, and I take my 10-foot long pole arm and I poke upwards.
I give it to you at disadvantage.
Sure, I'll take that.
For creativity. I fed you the idea.
Oh, that's definitely not gonna hit.
That's
11?
11 does
Okay, well I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, you do that.
It definitely does not hit.
Oh, sad day.
7.
Close. It was close. Good idea.
Close.
Arya, you're up.
Can I get 60 feet within the statue?
60 feet from the statue?
Yeah.
Why the fuck's everybody gotta fuck with my statue? statue.
Alright. Sacred Flame cantrip.
Sure,
Dex
it fails.
15.
Roll your damage.
What?
It's a statue. It's not gonna.
What?
It's not gonna make a dex save. We've already established this.
What? I was so excited for it though.
Here, I'll roll. Negative 20. Cool. It's negative 19.
Oh, good. It hits then. This and this, I think. 10.
10 points of damage to the statue. Okay.
Flame-like radiance.
Radiant damage.
Flame-like though.
Okay. Flaming radiance emits all over this statue.
Exactly.
Just licking all over its body.
Exactly.
Alright. That brings us to Pemberly's turn. Elric, Avaria, I need you both to make wisdom saves as Pemberly begins singing a song and you can feel her enchanting song begin to try and take over your minds.
This wouldn't be considered a spell, would it? It would or would not?
It would.
Counter spell.
Okay.
At 3rd level, obviously.
Yep.
Well, unless it's a... I forget what level spell I'd have to roll.
Alrighty. Then she will retreat up another 10 feet.
Hey, give me that
Act of opportunity? No.
Baby.
Go ahead, disadvantage again.
Let's see.
Only because you're on a giant elk, not a normal elk.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's a natural 20 and a 5?
Disadvantage for you.
Feels bad. Sorry.
Feels bad.
So, at the end of the round, your elk's up,
He's doing nothing.
doing nothing.
Oh.
Okay. Once again, you guys hear the loud hitting of wings, almost as if you could hear a storm rolling in from the distance, but getting louder now. But again, you can let it hear out this long, drawn-out roar. Top of the round, we come to Tophin, who is not here, so we will circle back around. Howlin, you're up.
All right. Let's try and make this
Oh,
quick.
I'm sorry, Nil. I missed you. You're up. Go ahead.
I'd like to stand up.
Okay. I definitely skipped over Nil and Counter quick for me. Asked you guys to make your saves. My bad, guys. You stand up.
Incredible.
15 feet of your movement.
How far can I get instead of me trying to count the squares through the camera?
15 feet is here.
Okay. How far away is that from the statue? The gazebo.
15 feet.
That's fine. Just move me 15 feet forward.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna mind sliver the gazebo. That's a int save 16.
15. That was?
16
Ah, damn.
takes 10 points.
If you can't.
2d6.
Is that all you're doing?
I think that's all I can do, realistically.
Teller, you are now up.
You're muted.
It's okay, I didn't say anything of importance, I was just lamenting my situation. I will just slap my hands together and throw out 3 magical darts, casting magic missile at her.
Okay.
4, 4, and a 3. Nice.
Seven.
So, plus 3, so 14 points of damage. Yeah, and I will be backing up as much as I can, the full 30.
Would it be behind anything or just straight back?
If I can take cover in that catty corner with those ruins, I will. The one on your left.
30 gets you just around the.
There you go.
All right.
That's all I got.
So, now at the end of the round, you guys hear the loud beat of the wings, almost like a thunder rolling in from the storm. A loud roar, much closer now. Open, top of the round.
I guess I shoot her twice.
Go ahead and roll.
If I still got an angle on her from my back.
I mean, you could always just stand up.
Nah.
You'd still have an angle on her.
Cool. 19.
15 hits, roll your damage.
And second one was a natural 1. 15 points of damage. And then I'll stand up.
Okay. Just gotta flex on her.
Mm-hmm. And then my God mode ends, because it's been 3 turns.
Alan, you're up.
I'm gonna cast catapult.
Okay.
That's next day 14.
Day 14. That is a 14, I'm sorry.
Alright.
Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me and tell me what you come.
Sure.
And
5.
what are you catapulting? Hereby
Let's
rock.
do a fairly weighty stick.
Fairly weighty stick, okay.
Nice, like 5-pound branch.
It's not a
I
stick.
was gonna give you some flair, but your branch shatters and splinters all over the cross of the back of the stone. You're throwing a small rock, it's gonna give you some rubble falling on her.
Darn.
Sorry.
I thought you were throwing a twig at her at first.
Alright, Xeros.
Okay. I still have an angle on her, I'm assuming, for like a
Yeah.
bow shot. Okay, let's do that then. 24 to hit.
24 hits, roll your damage.
Okay. That's gonna be 4 damage.
4 points of damage, got it.
And then we'll try shooting her again.
Go for it.
And that's a nat 1 again.
At the end of your turn, he is going to legendary action to cast a spell. Stopping it. Oh, okay. He's gonna go invisible. So she disappears from your guys' sight.
That's problematic.
Dang.
Cress, you're up.
Oh no! Oh no! What the fuck can I do? Absolutely nothing. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What the hell can I do? Cress is actually gonna, so, could Cress theoretically get under that building?
Yeah, you can get completely under it if you'd like. Unless you're trying to get, like, up a level is what you mean.
No, I want to get as far under it as possible.
On your oak?
I'll dismount when I get there, but my elk's gonna go under there with me.
Yep, you can get under there.
And he's gonna, like, kinda, like, get in front of me, almost like bodyguard.
Sure. Your oak is bodyguarding you. Alright,
And then your turn.
Arya, you're up.
Just gonna wait, I guess.
I mean, you can attack where you think she is. You don't have to.
No.
No.
There's no point in
Not even a
wasting
cantrip.
No point in wasting the energy.
Cantrips don't cost you anything.
Costs me my soul
Pull the
every
dead.
time.
Do it.
Huh?
Pull the dead.
I hate Toll the Dead. I never hit anything.
That's my favorite cleric spell.
Has to be a cantrip on a location, not a target that you can see. Sacred Flame would be it, probably.
Alright. Well,
Sacred Flame?
sure.
Okay. So as you Sacred Flame the area where she was, you watch as your radiant flames just kind of, these blue radiant flames appear and look as if they're licking over a body.
Oh, good. 8.
Right. That brings us her turn. And she is going to fly down over here. About 30 down to the ground. Then she will take a bonus action to dash and get right up next to you, Cress.
Oh, don't like that.
I thought she was invisible.
Dropped her she dropped her invisibility. Sorry, I didn't mention that.
Okay. I was like, I totally know where to fairy fire now.
Alright. That brings us to Nil, you're up.
Can I get both of them in a single fairy fire? I'm trying to tell.
The statue?
Yeah.
No. They're about 30 feet apart.
Damn it.
Fine, fucking stay.
This is the second time we fought the gazebo too. Maybe it needs to be.
There's no
put down.
gazebo here.
That's what you said last time. You're like, it's not a gazebo.
The gazebo mini isn't even on the map.
It's underground again. I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter. I'm gonna cast
It's
Hideous
behind the
Laughter
mountain
on
range
her.
back here.
The gazebo casted invisibility.
What'd you say, Nil? I apologize.
Hideous Laughter, not on the statue.
Okay.
Why not? You don't want to see the statue laugh?
I want to hear it.
She's gonna take her legendary resistance.
That's bullshit.
Sorry. That brings us. You're moving it all, Nil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sure. You're up.
I'm good, far away from her.
Well, I don't know. I suppose I'm going to take another shot with Harbinger's Call at her. It would be a disadvantage because of the range, so there's nothing granting advantage at this moment, I believe, right? Disadvantage is, a 19 and a 13, so 13 plus 7 is still a 20
Yep, that
to
still
hit.
hits.
And 2d8 plus 4 is 8 points of damage. Or no, sorry, plus 4, 12 points of damage.
Let's say you rolled really low. Alright, 12 points
Two
of damage.
force.
You guys look as if she's extremely wounded. You guys can see this purplish-like blood substance pouring out all over her, all covering her body. You can see her wings are a bit tattered and worn. She looks as if she's trying to retreat. Brings us back to the top of the round, Topin, and at the top of the round, that loud roar you guys can still hear, growing closer and closer.
I mean, I guess I shoot her again.
Right?
14?
Oof, does not hit.
Damn. No, okay. Yeah, guess that's me.
Right. At the end of that, she is going to legendary action to cast Dimension Door and try to grab Cress in the process.
Can't fight it.
Yes, she's attempting to grapple you with a leg.
Okay, so what do I do?
Roll your athletics, I believe.
Oh god. Not
I
very
thought
that-
Dimension Door had to be a willing creature.
Yeah,
Was it? Maybe I gave her the wrong spell then.
that's a 5. Oh no, 10. 10. Plus 5.
Might have gave her the wrong. Either way, trying to tell.
You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
That's never mind then. She is just going to. She'll stay there.
I mean, if you say that she does, then she does. I'm not trying to ruin
Oh.
your plan here. I just wanted to be sure because I didn't remember if Dimension Door was that way or not.
We'll call it some. We'll just call it something else.
10.
10. That is a. Alright, you said 10?
Yep.
That is a 10 on her part, so we'll call it even. Fails. Because I fucked up this spell and I should have just gave her an ability. Alright. Howlin, you're up.
I'm gonna run up and beat the shit out of her with a sword.
Go for it.
I know.
The first one is like a 9. That misses.
Okay.
And then my extra attack speed is. That'll probably. 22.
22? That roll.
That'll be 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have Spud run up on her. That's a 9. That does not hit.
Got it.
Spud's just gonna.
We're just zooming at you and try biting you.
Alright. Now, we'll do something different. Instead of what she did last turn, she's going to attempt to Dimension Door just herself away. End of your turn.
Would that provoke any opportunity attacks?
We'll provide
Grapple?
opportunity attacks from Bud, Alan, and Cress.
Can I grapple her as mine?
I do not believe so.
I mean,
I don't
for
believe
my
you can, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you just because I like it.
for myself, I rolled an 18.
Okay, roll your damage.
Well, for a little bit more flavor, I guess I will actually. No, that's not an attack. Wait. Yeah, no, that's not an attack. So I'll attempt to grapple her.
I rolled 4 damage.
22.
Christ, yeah, she rolled an 18, but thought she was actually getting out of there. So I'll give it to you and say you grab your glaive and like grab it around and kind of hold her back before she walks through it.
Bitch.
Spud missed. Spud got like a 10.
Alright, Xeros, you're up.
I'm within melee range now, right?
Correct.
Or I can move to her at
You
least.
move within.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then and attack her with my glaive.
Advantage because I got a grab.
Okay. You said with advantage?
Yes.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll your damage.
13 damage on the first attack, and then I'm gonna attack again. And that's going to be a 13 to hit.
Yeah, sorry, that doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna try hitting her with the butt of my weapon then. So let's see. And that misses as well.
Gosh,
It's so good.
your second hit is always miss.
Yeah, I'm not doing well tonight.
Cress, you're up.
Okay, this is gonna be a little weird. But can I take my glaive since I have it around her and bring it like up to her neck and pull in to like choke her?
Yes, I'll give you. She's gonna fight to try and not do it, so I'll give you strength checks.
Okay. This is great strength.
Yep.
Okay. No, it's a 7.
That's a 15, so she's gonna keep you from choking her.
Darn. Okay. I guess that's my. I'm gonna keep her grappled. I'm not gonna.
Arya, you're up.
Where is she?
Sorry, I know it's hard for you to see. She is back in this corner.
That within 60 feet? Let me see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's well within 60.
You are close enough, yes.
Wisdom 15.
Huh?
Wisdom 15.
Sorry, honey. You want to move it all? Okay. That brings us to her turn. She is going to attempt to break free grapple.
Natural 20 bit.
Ah, damn.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Well, that is all her turn because she can't do anything else. Alright, Nil, you're up.
I want to cast hideous laughter on the statue.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, give me your joke.
How does a cucumber become a pickle?
How?
It goes through a jarring experience.
So you cast it, you feel your spell wash over the statue, and nothing happens.
It doesn't have an intelligence of 4.
It has an intelligence of 0.
Dumbass statue.
Stupid bull.
Oh, that. God damn it.
I like to point out that's my entire turn.
Yeah, I gotta figured. Elric, you're up.
What the else I could do?
You could run up on her.
Why? Where would I run?
Towards her?
Why?
I don't know.
want to be next to her.
I will just take another shot with the Harbinger's Call, and she is still outside of my range, so it'll be a disadvantage. Risky, but we'll do it. Oh boy, no, I don't believe a 5 + 7, 12 would hit.
Oh.
Hmm.
That was real
Wizard
close
boys
to
wasting
misfiring.
bullets. Yeah, it was.
Oh. Big stupid boulder. Oh, sorry guys. Alright, that brings us to the end of the round, and you guys, again, can see a dark shadow off in the distance. Maybe just on the horizon, but growing larger as it comes closer to you. You can see its wide wingspan stretching across the skies, of which most of you, I'm not even tell you what it is, you can make your own assumption.
Unveil the dragon.
It's a Pegasus.
Unveil the dragon.
Tophin.
Better be a fucking dragon.
You guys, maybe we should wrap this up and
Oh look, it's Tiamat.
get the piggity fuck out of here.
My turn? She's still hanging on somehow?
She's barely hanging on, to be honest with you.
Technically, I think Cress is hanging on.
Yeah, what? Cress has her grappled?
Cress has her grappled. I can't talk to them.
Okay. Can I get to them?
I mean, yes.
And then I'm just gonna shoot her right in the stomach.
Okay.
Brutal.
You gotta be kidding me.
What you got? Natural one? Oh man, feels bad. Alan, you're up.
I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing and smack her with my sword.
Okay.
5 for the first attack, and then
Where'd that go, Jim?
18 for the second one. So that hits, I think.
That's it.
That'll be 1 damage from my sword.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Dude, I'm rolling my dice like shit. That was gonna be a 9, and it bounced over to a 1.
One.
All right, now I'm gonna have Spud attack.
Yeah, go for
Come
it.
on, Spud. Get the kill, Spud. She probably has 1 HP.
Is going to get a 19.
2?
Yeah.
She has 2 HP. Come on,
1D.
Spud.
Oh, I've got the kill then, because it's 1d8 plus 2.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you guys. Yeah, go ahead and flares. Go
Total
ahead.
of 8.
How's Spud want to do this?
Hmm.
Fucking Spud.
It's gonna bite her big toe off and she bleeds to death.
So, okay. So Spud is going to kind of like stand up on her. Kind of. He's going to like put his front 2 feet up in front of her.
Okay.
And he's going to open his beak to go for a bite. But when he does, he's going to have like little teeth come out that like
Then.
judder up and down.
Okay.
And he's just going to like go full on like crocodile on her.
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
Okay. At the instant you do this, you guys see a familiar sight as Spud digs into her as her body kind of goes a little watery. And it fades into the dirt below.
So what you're telling me is Spud has fucking teeth? A turtle with teeth? That's horrifying.
Whenever he needs them.
Whenever he needs.
That is absolutely horrifying. A
I
turtle
can't
with
believe
teeth.
Spud just got that kill.
I can't believe you didn't. 3 HP and you roll 1.
Dude, that's fine. I need to come up with some
Uh,
better flavor.
Before she fades away, she's going to kind of look over at Cress. We're coming for you. Yes. So as Spud digs into her, what happens is her body turns to that water form, much like the water witch you guys fought in session 3, I think. And she kind of slips out of your grip and starts fading into the ground. And as she does, she says, "We'll be coming for you." As she stares at Cress.
Cress is gonna stomp on her face.
Okay.
I'm gonna
As you
yell
attempt-
back next time we'll have a bucket.
As you attempt to stomp on her face, her body just fades into the.
Okay, I think it's time to go, yeah?
I think it's time to go. Let's grab
As you guys look off in the distance, you can see the large
I go
growing
invisible.
shadow coming closer and closer.
Is there any
How close is
decent
it?
bit of woods around here? Any visual cover, perhaps?
Yeah.
I'm also dead serious.
So-
I'm going invisible.
There definitely are some woods. Right before you guys up.
Oh,
Not again.
We lost Alex. Well, he's back now, but
Is he?
yeah, so he instantly rejoined.
anyway, I'm going to try to take or get everybody's attention and point out the visual cover. And I think we'll try to make a run for it, shall we?
Yeah,
My
there's
enemy's
definitely.
ass will yell out that I'm running for it.
I mean, we're under the building. That's
You
what I
guys
was
are.
trying
I
to.
mean, yeah, you guys are technically in cover under this building. I mean,
Yeah, but the two seem connected. She was waiting on something. I think this creature knows that this is the rendezvous point. I think we need to relocate.
Is it within 120 feet?
huh?
Is it within 120 feet?
No, like half a mile out.
Do not fire at the dragon, please.
Cressa's gonna hop on the fucking elk.
What did you say, Tophin? I can
Oh,
read
no.
your lips saying what the fuck is happening, but I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't read lips that well.
Hello, puppy. My elk's name is Gherkin.
Is this elk a fine steed
So
thing?
we're
Is
sprinting.
it an
for
actual
vision.
elk?
He's a
We're
fine.
sprinting for the woods, right? We're not just sitting here doing. What are we doing, guys?
I'm already in there.
He's already there.
Okay.
I'm invisible and in the woods. I don't know what you all.
Are you guys on the edge of the woods, like trying to watch into this area, or just straight off running to where you can't be seen?
No, I'm
I
on
was
the edge.
hoping to find visual cover. Yeah.
Okay.
So go in.
Yeah, Cress is gonna hop up on our steed.
I'll hop on behind you.
Yeah, we're going for the woods.
Yes, it's fun. Go, I guess.
Tophin, just nod your head if you're going with them.
He's coming with us.
Okay.
Go get a dry erase board. That's how
Try.
you the rest night.
Oh, and then, Matt, once we get far enough into cover, well, everyone else talk while I figure this out, because I have an idea, but
Have an idea.
So what the fuck is happening?
So as you guys,
Probably a dragon in this
as there
Tiamat's getting closer. I'm
there appears
invisible.
there
We're all
appears to
running
be
for the
a
woods.
dragon-like shadow coasting across the clouds, drawing nearer to you guys. You guys darted off into the nearby woods and kind of peeking in on the ruins here, but hidden. So I need everyone.
okay.
I just need everyone to make quick stealth checks for me.
well, before Cress is gonna let everyone know that if we wanted to, we could get farther away, and I could send my steed back, and my steed could telepathically tell me what's going on, so we don't have to be close.
Wait, we have to make stealth checks?
Yes. You can make yours an advantage because you're invisible.
19.
15.
10.
I have disadvantage.
I'm gonna give you guys all +10 because you're hiding within the brush.
Okay, 25 then.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage on stealth. Hold on.
12.
20.
So I said.
12 plus 10 or just 12?
Just 12.
I redact my 10 and up you a 7.
So 17?
No, 7. I have disadvantage on stealth, and I didn't realize.
But I'm giving everyone +10 because you're hiding in the brush.
Oh, plus 10? That's cool. Yeah, I'll take a 17.
Okay. Open, what'd you
Mine
get?
was
Sarah?
29 with the +10.
With the +10, I have a 20.
Okay. With the +10, no.
Roll the 2.
39.
What?
What?
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Dude, I don't even think I know where I'm at.
No, it doesn't even exist anymore. Just teleport to another plane.
I am the elk.
Okay. So as you guys are hiding here, again, the roar you can hear coming from the distance grow louder as this shadow grows larger and larger as it grows closer. You guys sending the elk in.
Yes.
Let me pick up everybody's minis real quick.
And the elk is just gonna act like an elk and eat, and then get spooked.
And then
But-
get spooked.
I guess I'll ask before you describe the scene, DM, what would Kelrick reasonably know about dragons?
A lot. I mean,
Okay.
knowledge of dragons is common knowledge.
Then I will draw on my own player knowledge and as a DM.
You just want your elk here in the center?
Not in the center, kind of like he's like grazing or
So,
something.
up
Like,
against the tree?
yeah.
Sure.
Tree leaves grass.
Near the statue or far away from the statue?
Far away.
Far away from the statue.
Okay.
In my head, in Celestial, I'm talking to my elk. Like, what's going on, dude?
I feel like
What's the elk sound like?
I don't know, Cress. What does the elk sound like? It's talking back to you. Telling you what it sees.
He walks really slow.
Oh.
Oh shit, is that thing red?
What? Huh?
Is that thing red?
Can't see this. So, after about a minute, you guys see this purple-ish black skull of a dragon come flying through, or head of a dragon come peeking out through the clouds. You can see its massive wings. It's different as you're looking at it. These wings are made of bone. Between them, you can see the tattered remains of what used to be wings, holes punctured all throughout it. The remains of arrows and different spears line it. You can see it's covered in this ghastly purple armor, almost as if the shadows are cloaking it. You can see on the back of it a familiar sight of a wraith. Riding on the back of it as he comes driving in. You hear the let out a massive roar, almost ear-deafening as it comes flying in and just lands here in the center in front of this statue.
My elk gets spooked and pees a little and kind of goes undercover like a normal animal would. He acts very like animalistic, not.
Or hovering.
Just like the elk, I also get spooked, pee a little, and then just kind of take cover.
And before your elk can take off running, this dragon lets loose a massive breath of just purple and black flames that engulf the entire area. You guys watch as the ruins and the trees and everything around it are just engulfed in these black flames. And they just start eating everything around it. And as it does, you guys look, these flames aren't killing or nothing's burning or going away. But what you guys do see is this dragon turn its breath onto the statue. And as it does, the armor on it and the tattered clothes begin to melt. And beneath it, it's nothing but a statue. To all of you, except Cress. You notice a bright shining light coming from the chest of this statue.
Wait a second.
None of you else can see this currently. But Cress, to you, there's nothing but a shining, bright, woman-like figure in the center of these ruins.
Wait a second.
And as the dragon descends and continues its breath, blowing away the rest of the things around it, you guys watch as the ground around this statue begins to erode away, and you can see two stone-like figures of these massive white wings laying on either side of it. You can watch as this wraith is looking around, supposedly, or what you guys could assume, looking for Pemberly, the one who called for it.
But she ain't gonna answer you.
What is my elk telling me?
Well, your elk got engulfed in flames. It's dead.
I thought it said that it wasn't burning anything.
It wasn't burning anything else. Sorry, I skipped over your elk.
Okay, homeboy is currently at rest. I'll summon him again later. What the fuck?
Put him back in his Pokeball for now.
What are you guys doing?
I said we just leave. I'm gonna go back to my hometown.
Let's go talk to him.
Before we do that, looking at the time, we're going to take our break, and you guys can mull over what you want to do.
I want to get the book out.
What color is this dragon?
Looks as if it is black and purple. It's got black with shades of purple all over it.
I'm not messing with a black dragon. Y'all have fun with that.
And we'll be right back, guys. We're going to go to our break.
I agree.
I'm not messing with that.
I want to mess with that.
I don't know what purple is even.
Can we tame it?
Anyone knows Golden 1965 and 1982, we are the last generation that played outside until dark. That is false. I played outside until dark.
Good for you.
I mean, it's dark now at like 2:30 p.m. So.
Wait, what time? Wait, what was the year you listed, Tyler?
It's like a copy pasta or something.
Yeah, but what was the year, like the minimum?
No,
It's like Gen X or something.
1965 to 1982.
Whoa. No, people our age definitely played outside until dark. What?
Can't confirm. I didn't. But...
I used to spend birthdays like playing flashlight tag.
Yeah.
We used to play out during the dark. Like what?
I know when it was dark.
Yeah, that's true. We play flashlight tag and
We
I
watched
don't want to be out when the sun's out.
I played basketball till dark in high school. Like what?
We played Nintendo. We watched Scooby-Doo.
All things I've done.
That generation's just delusional.
Just making stuff up.
That generation blames us for our problem, or for their problems on us.
You
They
think I
can hear us, right?
I don't know. I don't care. It's
Pretty
fine.
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
you
you
think you think I can hideous laughter this thing?
I mean, I definitely think you could. I don't know what the likely chances that you would, but
I don't know.
probably can.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if I legitimately can.
Wouldn't that 20?
It'd probably just tell you to fuck off.
It probably would, yeah. It'd probably be like, oh yeah, I did roll lower than what I needed.
What if it has an intelligence less than 4?
There's no way. It's
I don't think there's a single dragon with that low intelligence.
I mean, I threw
Speaking
it
as a player.
statue because I was like, the statue should at least has 4
If,
intellect.
if Pemberly has legendary resistances, so does this thing.
Yeah.
This
I'll be
thing was
right
like
back.
The only thing I'm gonna say is fighting this thing is not a fucking option.
I'll be right back.
Who said anything about fighting?
I don't know what
just
you're
wanted
talking
to
about.
make
I'm
it
full
laugh.
health.
I just wanted to make it laugh.
just wanted to have a good time.
I say we off.
And then as soon as you land hideous laughter, you have 1 minute to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do because it's coming for your ass. When it's
Run. Going in Biscuit and running. Why don't we just offer it the statue?
It probably has true sight.
It probably does. That's why I went ahead and got the wood. It's why I didn't just stand there. But I figured it wouldn't hurt. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's a custom creation and Matt didn't think of that.
What's a custom creation that I didn't think of?
She was like, maybe it's got true sight. And I'm like, I know, that's why I went ahead and got in the woods. And I was like, but I cast Invis because maybe it doesn't. Who knows? Maybe it's a custom creation and Matt didn't think of that.
Jots down true sight.
I mean, it probably does.
I think most dragons, like normal dragons, do.
I think they do too. I really don't feel, even with my 39, I feel like at best, it still sees me.
We're still on break. I'm just bringing us back.
Oh, Bob's Burgers died.
And I thought you guys were about to have to fight that real quick until a certain wizard said, "Let's all run to the forest."
You don't know that we don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I definitely have no intention of fighting what seems to be probably a homebrew shadow dragon of some form.
I personally plan on offering it my statue that's still left back there.
yeah. The rest of you guys just see
It didn't, you don't have to offer it the statue. It literally just took the statue.
But I'm gonna let it know that I give it freely.
Are we gonna talk about the fact that Pemberly almost like kidnapped Cress?
No.
You're the key.
I
Whatever the fuck
definitely
that
did not
means.
read that spell before adding it, and I feel super bad about it. God
She's the
damn.
keymaster.
It's
Like-
fine.
And I was like, you
I
know what?
mean-
I'm punishing myself. Now she can't do it.
I don't know. I'm more about like writing the story than like being.
Yeah,
a
I didn't want to tell you that it wasn't possible. I just
No, I know,
I wanted to know
but for
myself
rules,
whether or not Dimension Door did that.
for rules' sake, I wanted to keep it that way. Which I literally could have just homebrewed an ability for her if I wanted to do it, and I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it more streamlined. Just use Dimension Door. I didn't
just
read the
homebrew.
spell.
Yeah, just homebrew Dimension Door.
Yeah, I just didn't read didn't read for doing it.
I mean, you could run some sort of land where there's like less gravity and I can jump 60 feet in the air. I'm not gonna argue it.
Give her mangoes
Jumping.
portals.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could have done that.
Just have her fucking portal me away.
Bam.
That was the idea. Cress
It's
was,
fine. The moment they got where they were going, Cress was just gonna smite the fuck out of her.
Cress was about to get kidnapped.
She'd be fine.
I'm buying a bucket the next time we go to a shop. That way we can try to catch her next time.
I mean, you don't know. She might be dead.
This is just a pit stop along the way. We're not even where the fuck we need to be.
No, instead we're watching a dragon fucking... I don't know.
Murk this statue.
The statue.
I'm gonna level with you. I was about to
The
use
statue
my
which Lady Pemberly brought out of the ground, which apparently has your goddess in it, but none of us can see it. So that's lovely.
But that's not
I was
even...
about to cast my other invis on the elk if it wasn't a fine steed thing.
Damn.
Wait, that is my goddess. Oh
What,
shit.
elk?
You're welcome.
Didn't know where the fuck... Oh god.
You didn't pick. I mean, it's not your goddess, but you didn't pick up on that it was related to you when I said only you can see it.
Hashtag not my goddess.
Well, she said she doesn't know where they're keeping her.
You're right.
It's her.
Be. Not be. Who knows?
Foil hat on. What did the armor look like? Is the armor broken?
Armor melted away.
Motherfucker. I should have taken the armor.
With what time would you have taken that armor?
Oh,
We'll give a couple minutes.
I would like to continue to have a body to wear armor on, rather than try to get the armor and no longer have a body.
Are you sure?
hey. Cress says, live fast, die young.
Forgot to charge my iPad, so I'm for my notes and it's driving me insane with how tiny it is.
If only COVID wasn't real and I was there, I'd have that battery pack for you.
About it.
You mean COVID isn't real?
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
They can't be.
Were it so easy to just say it's not real, and it isn't.
Alex is probably restarting his computer.
Maybe.
What? Has anyone seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I've seen the first 2 seasons.
Why are you bringing this up, Tyler?
Because Dustin's made me watch it.
It's interesting, to say the least.
It's very interesting. I think Matt should take some inspiration. Where's
No!
Where's our big bad with boiling blood?
Stop! If any DM
It's
ever
me, Dio.
Well,
What are you talking about? I've played in another game where DM is a huge JoJo's fan, and he brought in a bunch of stuff from it. It was fun.
I really don't want anyone like lifting up their like fingernails and their toenails and having like veins.
Did he bring Dio into the campaign though?
I think I haven't seen the show, but I know the character Dio. And I believe one of the characters in the campaign is heavily inspired and references Dio.
You just have fucking Dio in your campaign.
Oh, you're approaching me?
Yeah, I beat the shit out of you from over there.
Close.
I love that scene so much. It's the only scene I've seen from the show, but like I saw it on YouTube or whatever. It's funny as hell.
That whole show.
I can't beat the shit out of you over there.
The whole show is a complete joke.
Now that Tofin's back, we'll go ahead and we'll jump back into our session for tonight, guys.
Yeah. I have no idea what's going on with my computer. I might disappear again.
It's all good. He dismissed everyone talking about their plan of attack for the dragon.
I wanted to.
Cool. I plan on
ask-
shooting it.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
Yeah, don't do that.
Wait, was that not what you guys are doing?
No, the DM was joking. We have not discussed anything regarding attacking this dragon. DM, I did want to take a look, if I can, from whatever distance I might be, if I can see any insignias or markings that denote rank or anything else on this wraith.
Sure, make a perception check.
Yeah, what do I add to those? A good old-fashioned 2, oh boy. 18.
Looking over from the back here, because you guys are kind of to the south of where this dragon is. You guys are looking at distance. You can see a large horned helmet, kind of with 2 large purplish, almost shifting in shadow like armor, the same as the dragon, like helm, with 2 massive pauldrons on either side that have like a glowing imminent red, very similar to the wraith in which you guys fought, where No got his dagger with that glowing red glove. But this one's these glowing red pauldrons that sit on his shoulder. And going down his back, you can see a long flowing green cape that's kind of lined with what appears to be dirty brown fur. It looks as if he's a much higher ranking or much stronger version of the wraiths you guys have fought.
But I don't make out any iconography or symbology.
There doesn't appear to be any symbols or anything.
Got it.
Cress is gonna pull out the book.
Okay.
And she's gonna kinda, I guess, she's gonna like...
What's she gonna do, Cress?
Open it.
Okay. So you go to open the book, shoving it in your face like that.
Yeah.
As you do that, you are met with a blinding light as the words begin writing themselves out in front of you again. And
You can't read this.
no, Cress can't read. We've established this. So, as the words begin writing themselves out in front of you again, you can see the images begin popping into your head. And you see the image of what appears to be these runes, but they aren't runes. You see what appears to be a small village, or maybe temple of sorts. And in the center, you can see a woman, a winged woman with large, white, bright wings. You can see her holding a massive glaive in her hands with a massive shield on the other side. And you can see her kind of being greeted and being worshipped by different people coming and going. You see her wearing a massive steel helm in which she sets her shield down, pulls the helm off, and drops it on the ground. And as she does, the earth around her shakes with the quake of this massive helm dropping to the ground. You can see what appears to be long, flowing platinum blonde hair that kind of falls out from the helm. And you can see these bright, vibrant, pure white eyes just emanating from this being as these people start walking up to her.
Is she hot?
Yes, Cress, she's hot.
Do I recognize the glaive?
You do. The glaive that you were looking at appears to be the same blade of the broken glaive that you guys found while you were in Jin Run.
Wait a motherfucking second, okay. Sorry, Zeros, the glaive's mine. Like, my eyes closed, I just, like, say that.
Your eyes close?
Yeah, well, I have my eyes closed so I could imagine, I could see all the images.
So my whole thing is whenever you're looking at it, your eyes are just wide open, you're looking at these words as they write themselves, and everyone else just sees you doing this, but what you see are pictures in your mind.
Oh, okay. Is there any, like, insignia on her? Is she got, like, any holy symbols I can glean?
In the center of her breastplate is a 7-pointed white star.
How the fuck do you make a 7? Okay.
I'll send you the picture of it after the session.
Did she perhaps, was the helm that she wore the helm that was on that statue?
The helm that was on the statue is the same helm that she dropped to the ground, which has now been melted away.
Motherfucker. I could have had that.
Could have tried to lift it.
Okay. Okay. There's a shield.
I'm guessing you share that with all of us?
No, Cress is just kind of like what you hear through my thought process right now is what you're hearing from Cress.
So while Cress is seeing all these images in her mind, and as she's opening this book, and you guys turn to look, you notice that the book is emanating a bright white light.
I'm gonna body block that between the wraith and the dragon.
Okay. Is anyone attempting to shut the book or just letting it go?
Like, I'm basically gonna take off my coat and throw it over, like,
Okay,
Cress. And
that works. So you throw your coat over Cress just to kind of block the light coming.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like a signal flare going off, I'm fucking covering it.
Yeah, I mean, imagine like just you're in a pitch black room and someone just turned on like a car light LED.
Yeah. Well, doing what I can to block the light.
Okay.
Oh.
For an instant before your coat goes over, you guys see the dragon turn in what your guys' direction. Does not motion or make any form of movement yet, but just is staring and kind of looking over the tree line.
I'm comfy.
And Cress, back to you. As these images keep flashing through your mind and you're watching it, time almost fast forwards, and as fewer and fewer people come to visit this woman, watches the earth around it begins to fade away, and watch as a singular man comes. Looks to be 20, 30 years old. But as he does, casts a spell on this woman of sorts. And these chains of blackness erupt from the ground and wrap around her. And within an instant, they completely encompass her. And as they drain the life force away from her, you watch as her body turns to stone.
Was the stone the same stone that just got murked?
It looks to be the same as what you can tell.
Y'all just beat the shit out of my goddess.
One thing I will add is this woman, while similar and clearly related to you in some way, you can feel a sense of familiarity. It is not the exact same sense of the one whenever you talk to her.
Y'all beat the shit out of my great-great-grandma! Alrighty. Cress is gonna close it with Kelric's coat in it.
Okay.
Were there any highlights? Anything very interesting that's worth sharing?
I think that statue was my grandma.
What?
I think so. Are the wings still on the ground?
The wings are still on the ground now. The ground around it has almost been burned and eroded away, so it's almost like a small little crater around this statue.
So what are they doing there? Are they like just inspecting?
They look like stone wings. To everyone else except you.
Is the dragon and the dude are they inspecting it, or are they looking for Pemberly?
They are scanning the tree line.
Okay, well, we need to get out of here, but then we need to come back because there's wings. And I think I might be related to that lady, the stone statue that you guys tried killing. And she's gonna like look around the circle at each party member.
Jesus.
Well, the fire that was just collateral damage. I wasn't intending to.
I really
didn't
just
trust
tried to
it.
use it as a
Stepping stone.
stepping stool.
DM, point of order. If she talks about that being, with the chest plate on the statue was the same one as described in the visions, correct?
Correct.
So it had the 7-pointed star on it.
Yes.
Would I, knowing what I know about Cressida and her goddess, does 7 points or the number 7 mean anything to me? How many deities are in this world?
How many known deities, or how many deities that you guys know of?
I would assume I would know of,
You would
based
know.
on what was saying.
You would know of the 7 major deities.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why 7's
You
points.
would basically know of the 7 deities that are known throughout the land. Grab my notes and I can name them off.
Yeah, it was in the campaign dossier. I forget, I don't have it in front of me, obviously, but I believed there were 7 deities, and well, it turns out I'm fucking right. But does 7 mean anything else to Kelrick in terms of everything that they've experienced so far?
Nothing that comes to mind.
Okay.
So
And I'm not sure I ever got a good look, but this white 7-pointed star, did it have any marking on any of the points that signified which point this deity was? Assuming that I'm going down that path of thought.
No.
Or was it just a solid white?
It's solid white 7-point star.
Got it. Cool. I will share that with the group.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I will share that with the group as I believe we're gathering our things and leaving.
Yeah, Cress is gonna suggest leaving. I think we should leave, but I want to come back.
We will.
So as you guys are kind of talking, you can feel the beat of the wind from the wings as this dragon begins to ascend into the sky, and almost knocking a few of you back off your feet a little bit. This burst of wind as he just shoots off into the sky at lightning speed.
Just kidding. I want to go check out the statue.
Don't. Give me 11 minutes, please. And
11?
I'm going to start working on the dome to match the surrounding environment's colors. If for example they're laying a trap, we can run back in here and be safe for a number of hours. So I will begin working on the dome.
While you do that, I'm going to summon my speedy dip. Because that will take me 10 minutes.
Okay. So about 10 minutes goes by, and now there is a giant elk standing next to Kelrick as you were finishing your...
I'm petting him. I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's
so if you hear dragon again, you can always run back here. But yeah, and after I do the dome, DM, I will start working on. No, I won't. I won't do anything else. I'm good. Sorry.
Does anyone want to go with me to go look at the statue?
I am going with you.
Cool.
Wait, no, I have to stay in the dome.
I believe if you leave the dome, it drops.
Shiza.
So if you
Well,
would like
I guess
to...
I'm staying here. Nope. We need the protection just in case.
I guess I'll go with you.
Holland?
Let me know if you find anything interesting that you want me to catch up on afterwards. But I'll stay here.
I'm coming.
Cool. Let's go.
So everyone but Kelrick is going, just so we're clear. Is there anyone staying behind with him in the dome?
I'll stay behind.
You're staying behind, Nil?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with them too.
As we're walking, Cress is gonna kind of put her arm around Xeros. Hey, I know we haven't talked about it, but I think that glaive might have been my ancestors, so I kind of got it.
Yeah, it's all yours.
Oh yeah, I found this awesome, cool glaive. And I had this vision 2 minutes ago, and I think it might have been my ancestors, because I thought it was my goddess, but I don't think she was my goddess.
That's very good, Cress.
I don't think you guys have told Hallen about the book or anything yet. He's just probably fucking confused as hell.
Here, open this book.
As you attempt to open it, nothing happens.
It doesn't.
It's my book. I'm special. Fuck off.
You know you're special.
Special
Truer
indeed.
words have never been said about Cress.
We approach. What do we find?
So as you guys make your way back into the room, see the remnants of a few of these purple and black flames still flickering and kind of sitting on the ground in the area around the trees and the bark. You can see it sitting on the still on the grass and all over the buildings, and it seems as if they are not burning away anything. The ground beneath the statue does look as if it was eroded away, almost as if gone. It not moved, but dissolved, just eroded completely away. And as you look there, for those of you that are not Cress, you just see two massive stone wings, almost angelic in nature. Looking them over, they are about 6 feet a piece, so a 12-foot wingspan, if you a good idea. And you just see these sitting on either side of this massive 9-foot tall statue that you guys were attacking before. And as you're looking over this statue, you guys can all see a 7-pointed star carved into right in between where this woman's bosom would be. You guys notice that as you're looking over these wings, the broken off parts, almost if you would hold them up, they would fit back onto the statue. Maybe not completely, as some of it has been eroded by the years, but it does appear as if that is where they fell from.
Okay, Cress is gonna...
So, for you, Cress, what you see is this glowing, this 7-pointed star. As you grow closer, the light begins to dim. But that 7-pointed star that for everyone else is just carved into the chest is emanating white light.
I'm gonna walk up and touch it.
Okay. So, as you touch it, it's like that instant in an anime where someone touches something and their heartbeat stops for a second. So you almost feel you... Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Nil. So you feel as if almost your heartbeat stops for a second, and everything around you just goes black and white, and you can feel almost... Not as if this statue is still alive, but it was at one point, and you feel familiarity about it. And as you do, it feels almost warm.
Okay. Huh. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Can I try and pick up one of the wings?
Sure, you can walk over and try to pick them up.
So to me, they're not stone; they're actual wings, right?
As you have drawn closer in the white light, in your vision, they were not. Now they are.
Okay. Does anyone have a spell that can like fix things?
I can fix.
Like if I hold the wing up to it, kind of like glue it.
I mean, I have a very basic spell. I don't.
What is it?
It's mending, but I think this outweighs mending.
You have seen Kelrick in the past fix things with magic.
It's stone. It's simply stone.
I'm not sure that's how that works, Chris. Granted, I don't know. I could try.
Here, let's try. Can Cress pick up the wing? Is it strong? Is it heavy?
Make a strength check for me.
Oh, I suck at those. I suck at those. That's an 8.
As you attempt to try and lift this, it is extremely taxing on your body, and you can feel almost like your muscles pulling as you're attempting to lift it. Doesn't seem as if you'll be able to get it up by yourself.
Zeros, help me, man. Who's the other strong one here? Wait, Bavaria stayed.
I
Yeah,
stayed.
so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk over and try to help her lift it up.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Okay. I rolled that one.
Jesus.
So 5.
So like you can like go to try and lift it, and it's almost like you were lifting with your back and not your legs. And you're just like, oh, it hurts.
We might need another person.
Here.
Elric and Avaria.
I enlarged Cress.
Just for story's sakes, just make an insight check for me, just to see if you guys think you're out of danger.
It's 17.
17?
12.
For the most part, as your party's been over here and you guys have been kind of watching from a distance from inside the dome, it appears as if the shadow of the dragon has disappeared off into the distance and would reasonably assume you probably out of danger.
I think it was an ambush, so that's good. There's one thing I want to do while I have the moment. I would like to have reloaded Harbinger's Call, because it's just an action to do so, but I figured I would let you know. And I would like to take out when I acquired them after the first fight, take out the clothing of the Wraith of the Corrupted One, and just compare what I saw versus what I have.
It looks extremely similar.
Okay. It's not like evolved, it's not a new phase of armor or anything of that sort.
Oh, it still looks fairly similar.
Okay. Good to go. Let's go with the others, shall we? Strength in numbers.
Yeah, I guess.
Make my way there.
Cress, you were saying?
Cress is enlarged now. She can try and pick it up again.
Okay. Make your strength check at advantage. I believe that's what enlarged
Yep.
grants you.
Oh, what did you say that's cocked? How does it manage to be?
Oh, it's a 19.
But did you just watch that?
It's a 19.
No.
It fell on the 19. You're fine.
But it
You're
was...
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
it's fine.
okay.
It's a 19.
No, real quick. My die? No, listen.
It's a 19.
Cress, we'll call it a 19. It's fine.
I'll tell you what happened. It balanced on the edge like this in the middle of my dice box.
Okay, let's call it the 19. I trust you guys.
Living on the edge.
We work on the honor system. I trust you guys.
It's a 21.
21? Okay. It's still extremely heavy, and you have a little bit of trouble getting it off the ground, but you are able to pick it up.
Okay. Tophin, can you cast Mending if I hold it on this thing?
Go grab my
I
super
can
card blue.
try.
Also cast mending. Maybe if we double mend it, it'll...
Double mend! Double mend!
Oh no, I'll do you one better. And I just kind of extend my hand out, and the azure and opal stones float around the fissure, and the beam of light begins as I assist in this matter.
Right.
In reconstruction.
Triple mend!
Between the three mendings and Cress holding it there, the three of you casting just make Arcana checks. This is a little bit beyond mending, but with three of you, I'll give it to you.
Your boy is trained in Arcana. 26.
7.
10.
Jeez.
That's with a +6 in Arcana.
Feels bad. So between the three of you, it definitely takes some time. But eventually, the stone wing is mended and reassembled back onto the statue.
How much time?
I'm gonna say it probably takes you 10 minutes, so you're gonna have to recast enlarge.
Sure, can't do that. I'm out of spell slots.
Okay, so after 1 minute, right?
No, it's 10 for enlarge.
Okay, so 10 minutes. Okay, so after you had enough time to get that.
Or
first
no,
one.
I lied. It's a minute.
I thought it was a minute. 10 rounds. Just make another strength check for me after that first minute, Cress. See as if you shrink down, as if you could still hold it up.
When it starts, like, fading, can Crest, like, call over Avaria and Zeros to help hold it?
Sure can. Avaria, or I mean, not Avaria, Zeros, you're muted.
What kind of check?
Strength. For all three of you.
Oh my god, what are these rolls? 8.
Shall we please carry us? Please carry us.
6.
What'd you get, Cress?
6!
Jesus.
I have a +4 in strength. I've gotten
So as Cress begins to shrink and calls both of you over to try and help hold up this wing, and as these three are like very intently focusing on trying to mend this stone back into place, you guys just and the wing drops.
Mother.
I thought you were about to say we got the wing on, but it's like at an angle and only halfway on.
If we had some better rolls, it was close.
Cress, what are we doing?
We're fixing this.
Why?
Because
Because
it's
why?
glowing. I think if we fix it, something will happen.
Something will happen. Do we want something to happen here, considering everything else that's happened here?
Yes.
They just attacked us, that turned into goop, made this statue. Why do you want to turn it on?
Okay, so listen, this statue has been here for a long time because this used to be a village.
Oh, it's not a village anymore.
And, well, this, I think, is my ancestor, and they're trapped, and I want to get them out.
I will remind you that you do not sense any life force from this statue.
I think something cool will happen if I
Your
fix it.
ancestor doesn't have an intelligence of greater than 4.
It runs in the family, Josh.
I'm sorry for your loss, but I don't think that doing anything here will turn this rock into a person.
Well, can we, I really want to fix
Let's
it.
smash it.
No!
Yeah, maybe something's inside of it and we can get it.
No.
Maybe the glowing is coming from
No, we have to
some
fix
sort of object.
No.
Cress,
Absolutely.
Are you still touching the statue, or are you on the wing?
I'm currently with the wing.
Okay.
But is the front of it still glowing for me?
You gonna walk around the front and check?
Yeah.
It is still glowing. Make a religion check for me.
I'm bad at those.
You didn't ask that.
I'm 17.
Thought you're bad at those.
I am. It's a -1.
Okay. I'm keeping track of that. Go ahead with what you're doing.
Oh, what if I take my glaive and I poke the glowy spot and I give it a little bit of a divine smite? Or no, what? No, wait, I tell everyone to get back first. I tell everyone to get back.
What are you about to do?
And I start I do my own little glow. I start to glow. I cast radiant. I start using radiant consumption.
Cressida, what are you doing?
I'm glowing back
I thought
at
you
it.
didn't want to blow it up.
I'm assuming everybody moved back when she.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I did.
Okay. So, as all of you, I think it's 10 feet, correct, Cress?
Yes.
So as all of you take about 10 feet, 15 feet steps back, and Cress starts her radiant consumption, starts just glowing in these bright white light, and you're looking it over, the star on the chest plate, or on this, on the breast of this woman, begins reacting to you. And as it does, you watch as each of the 7 points begin sliding down into the center of this statue. And as they do, the center begins to almost melt away. And in the center you find a small metallic-like cube.
I pick up.
I thought you were about to bring this lady back to life without arms or wings. I was gonna feel real bad.
How long was I glowing for that to work?
I would say it probably about a minute.
Oh. Okay. I take 30 damage.
30? What? How much damage did you take?
3 per turn.
Could have been healing yourself too in the process, if you wanted to.
Nah. So pull the cube out. What's the cube look like? The cube's the key.
So this is just a straight metallic cube, nothing special about it. No.
Can I go back to the gazebo after this?
So as you're looking this over, Cress, you're looking at it. It is a small metallic cube, maybe maybe about a foot, maybe a little less. Maybe let's call it about 10 inches all around. It is, in fact, a symmetrical cube. And as you're looking it over, there are 9 individual runes on every side of the cube.
I'm not very good at puzzle boxes.
Is this a Rubik's Cube?
It would be if we were playing in person.
No, that's a runic cube. Sorry.
I feel anything. I'm guessing the glowing has stopped.
Your glowing has stopped, and the center of this woman, where that star used to be, there is just like an empty orifice, like where you pulled the cube.
Okay. Smart boys. Smart boys.
What?
Colin, Calvert,
What do
come
you
here.
want? Tell us what's
Yeah.
going on.
No,
Why?
Toph and Zeros, you guys aren't smart boys.
Oh, you look so crispy.
Suppose my curiosity gets the better of me. I'll approach.
Um,
I don't recognize what this is at all, right? Okay.
What
I
are
can
the
certainly...
are the runes in like any certain language?
Not one that any of you.
Are you sure? What is it?
Are they more of runes or are they letters of a form?
They're more.
I suppose I would probably be able to tell the difference between like an arcane rune versus actual writing.
This is definitely more of an arcane rune.
Okay, so it's not a readable thing to begin with, even if I wanted to. Well, let's go back into the tree line unless you have something else you want to do, and I'll see if I can figure out what it is. You know, I have that. Take out the pearl and the owl feather and all, and
As you guys are looking it over, Cress, one thing does you do notice on one side of the cube, or on one corner on each side of the cube, as the runes on every side are the same. Notice a 7-pointed star.
I'm gonna divine sense.
Okay.
Is there a
Yeah.
no celestial?
Area.
Alright. Y'all take this cube and go to the tree line. I'll be 1 second.
Can we take this on the move? What are you doing?
well, I actually don't. I would have. If it wasn't so blinding, I would have advised you not to touch it, because sometimes items can be imbued with negative effects. So I'd actually prefer if you could take it to the tree line and set it down, and then I'll do my thing.
Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna set it on the ground. Do I sense anything else from the statue? Or is it just this?
Whatever you were sensing from the statue has now faded, and you get the sense whatever you were sensing from before is coming from.
Okay, well, I'm going to take my glaive, and I'm just going to divine smite the statue, and just try and get rid of it.
Plan Cave Explorer.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
You hit, and you're gonna get a crit, so just roll your damage.
Okay.
What do you need my dice for?
I don't know.
You haven't even grabbed yours.
She's gotta roll all that smite damage.
I don't want her shitty low rolls.
She's gonna infect his dice.
I can re-roll that because I have Great Weapon Master, which I wish I would have known.
Wait, isn't that a feat?
No, it's a fighting style.
Oh, you picked that.
I did, and I just have not realized it this whole time. 14 plus 12 plus 16.
Sure, lots of damage.
Lots of damage.
As you shove your glaive into this open hole in this woman-like statue, and you release your divine smite, and the bright white light begins, as the statue begins to crack, and just crumbles under the pressure of it. It just erupts in bright white light, shards of rock going everywhere.
Oh, it looks like Mitch McConnell. I destroy the statue. Now we can go.
You have successfully destroyed the statue.
Cressida, I thought you didn't want to.
I wanted, well, the cube is in the cube. It's not in the statue.
Yeah, just bring it over here and set it by that log. I'll get it in a second.
Weren't we kind of in the middle of something before all of this?
We were, but this... I mean, we just followed the larger mystery into what now seems to be a personal intrigue, so...
Well, we can. The cube can wait. We can go deal with his
Whatever,
things.
whatever the hell is flying around in the sky, there's a good chance that it could see my guys just sitting around waiting for us. Let's
Yeah, I know, but I can also have the dome, and...
They get toasted.
Did the horses get toasted?
Those horses were not with it.
Cool.
Look, it'll only take 10 minutes. Just set it down there, unless what's the plan? Do we all want to take a moment to rest? Because I can always put up the dome and then do the incantation to figure out what this is. Or are we pressing on? I mean...
I personally don't care, but
We
we
can
were
play.
kind of hauling ass to get to Holland's thing before.
Yeah, we can go to Holland's thing, and we can save this thing for when we're not in mortal danger, or someone else is not in mortal danger.
Okay, well, how about this? I genuinely don't remember if I even had my own horse or if I was riding with someone else, but I could probably try to identify it on the way. It'd be a little tricky.
I believe you were riding with me.
That's right. I do recall now.
Because we had giant Clydesdales, basically.
Clydesdale-like horses.
Well,
Yeah,
I can try to do it on the way. It'll be bumpy, and I'll probably fail the incantation a couple of times, but I can do it.
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
We can. Oh,
Yeah, I'll just I'll take basically my bag and take it off and just have her drop it in because I'm terrified of this thing being cursed. And then I will work within that bag while we're riding to try to ritual cast identify.
Okay. I do believe you have to be touching the item while casting it.
Sure.
I'll check the specifics afterwards.
I mean, I'll read the spell, but I don't know if it specifies that. Let's figure out. Why don't you manage the story and I'll figure that out.
As you guys mount your horses and Kelric, you begin casting Identify upon this cube, metallic-like cube, and you guys begin.
Must touch it.
As you guys begin making your way towards the cavern on the northern end of town that you guys had previously explored in days prior, and you start making your way there on these massive Clydesdale-like things, and you guys come up about a couple hours. I think you guys were still an hour's way out. So about an hour goes by, and you guys pull up into part of the cavern. You guys notice that the Howland, you notice that the team of drillmen and the different machines, they're getting ready to take them down inside this cavern, but it seems as if you're looking it over that a team of men has already gone inside. You notice that one of the excavation groups is not with the...
I'm gonna hop off of Cress's elk or whoever is currently in charge at the moment.
Alright, after a few attempts, kind of the bumpiness and the ride of the horses kind of messing you up on your ride here, but eventually you do successfully get off Identify while holding this cube. While it does emanate magic power, you get the sense that the Identify spell, whatever this is, predates the creation of this spell. It has no ability to identify what this is.
Got it. I would also like to take the time, seeing as I've been studying it basically the whole ride, just to see if I can understand any of the arcane knowledge here. Also working on even though it probably won't help, working on a comprehend languages ritual if it lends any extra understanding.
Make an Arcana check for me while Holland approaches his men. So Holland, you're approaching the men here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you approach your men, you see them all standing there, just kind of prepping their machines and their supplies to start heading down into the cavern.
Can someone please get me who is in charge of this operation at this specific moment?
Sure. So after a couple minutes, a tiefling man, a red tiefling, starts walking over. And you're looking him over, and he's got kind of rough, rugged leather clothes on, and kind of like a pair of goggles strapped over the top of his head, much unlike your own. And yeah, well, what can I do for you?
Good to see you. What's your name, sir?
Oh, my name?
16 plus 7, 23.
Got it. 20. My name is Rainer.
Rainer, nice to meet you. Can you tell me why one of the excavation teams are already in there with my
Yeah,
orders?
we sent them down in to get some lights set up along the way.
But did you not read my letter with strict orders not to go in until I arrived?
I didn't receive anything.
Then who did? Who's in charge?
Oh, I mean, I'm the foreman, but the guy in charge went in with the men.
Right. Well, you and everyone else, wait here. My friends and I are going to go and check this out because something is not right in this cave right now.
Okay then, but you know we got stuff to finish, stuff to do.
I'm the organizer of this operation, I know, and I'm just going to start heading into the cave in a huff.
Kellerig, as a side note, as you're looking over this, it's almost mind-boggling. You're a smart boy, there's no doubt, but these runes and the symbols all over this cube, they're definitely ancient in nature. Maybe something lost to the ages. Maybe something older than time itself. It's confusing looking it over, almost a little, maybe a little nerve-wracking. It's you can definitely tell it's old, but definitely, and you can feel that it has magic power coming from it, but you're unable to pick apart anything about it that seems anything sort of familiar to you.
With that knowledge in mind, I just one more thing, and then we can move on. Sorry. You have it there. Obviously, I do not physically have it. I would like to pull out my spellbook and flip to the last page and compare any of the runes.
Okay. As you're looking it over, one in particular, one in the center on one of the faces. But as you're looking it over, that same symbol is in a different place on the other face.
I will just notate that and recognize which ones are which. And seeing as how we're all, I see the rest of my party starting to go into the cave, I'll just hurry after them real quick.
As you guys start just making your way down the cave. Correct, Talon?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys start making your way. About 20-30 minutes goes by, and eventually you do see a group of men off in the distance as you begin drawing closer. Almost at the face of the opening, right here at the end, before you guys come to that underground valley that you found.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Can I get who's in charge to come and speak to me?
You see them all kind of turn around, bewildered. They're like pointing, and they're like, "He went in. He's over there."
He went in. All right. Well, I guess I keep going.
So you make your way in, and what you see is a short gnome off a kind of about maybe 30 feet away, just standing in the middle of this open field of this underground valley that you guys found, and you see him just staring at the ceiling, almost like in awe, just awestruck at the amount of aether that's down here.
I would imagine I would already know whoever this is.
This is LeVar.
LeVar, okay. LeVar, do you mind telling me what you're doing in here?
Admiring. Look at it all. We're gonna be rich.
Where's the letter I sent you? after my explicit instruction not to. Yes?
Look, we got a job to do,
I understand that we have a job to do. I'm in charge of this job.
and I'm here to make money. And look at it all.
I see it. I see it, LeVar. I do. But something is not right. There is...
What's not right? Look at it all. We're gonna be rich.
My friends and I encountered something in this cavern, and...
Yeah, and you dealt with it. Now we're all gonna be rich. I don't see the problem here.
Because the Empire is covering something up.
What's there to cover up? There's a bunch of aether.
Can I make a perception check and see what's different compared to the first time we were here?
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check.
Really unfortunate knowledge.
Cressida's gonna use the divine sense.
17.
17. Looking off in the distance, it's strange. You remember this valley being longer, and as you're looking along the ceiling and along the way, it seems almost as if a face of a cliff has been raised where that stone structure where you guys found that portal used to be.
Are you guys seeing this?
You can definitely tell that the stone looks... They definitely matched the color and the scheme of it, but it definitely like stands out. It's almost like a straight line just going across. Almost like a stone wall.
That
Can Cress, like, make her way over, on top of her steed, of course, and poke at the wall? Is it a wall?
It feels like a wall of stone.
So this is done by the Empire then, yeah?
Oops. Elric, because of your keen mind and remembering exactly how large this cavern was, you... Okay there, Josh? Josh, you okay there?
Yeah.
You would remember that this valley is, probably, whatever stone wall's been raised here is roughly 40 feet out from where that stone structure was.
I don't know what to make of that. Somebody covered this up. Somebody doesn't want the Empire or your corporation to know about the corrupted ones, and whether that be the return of some of the agents or wraiths after we left, or perhaps there's not everything is being told to us, presumably not by your corporation, as they only just arrived, but by the Empire. Is it worth asking them with their digging equipment to dig through here and see if anything has been changed?
You're genius. LeVar, I want you to get all the drills in here now.
That's what we were doing, and you told us to stop.
In here
Make
now,
up your
LeVar.
damn mind, man. We gonna make some money, or are we gonna beat all these lazy asses?
LeVar, damn it, this wall wasn't here the first time we came through. I want you to get all of the drills and...
Really? You're telling me a stone wall appeared out of nowhere?
Pinch
You're
me.
not likely to make money if your men are in danger or dead, including you.
I can take
You
care
of
of
all
myself,
people should
young
understand how mining should work and how
I can take care of
dangerous it
myself.
is.
Oh, you wouldn't
Wait.
want me to,
Wait, I can speak his language. Just let me cast speak with animals. Then I can get to it.
That's a good idea, Cressida.
We're asking for a couple of hours labor in a project that will require hundreds to ensure the safety of your men.
I mean,
I
we'll
don't see
do
how
it.
that
I
is
just
a
don't
problem.
see the point.
Well, it doesn't matter because my orders override yours. So get them going.
That's debatable, but we'll do it.
Would you like me to ask Mr. Stover personally?
I mean, he's the one paying us, so...
Come in here.
About an hour goes by, and they eventually move all of these large stone structures, having to use, all these large drills into this area, having to use the drills to widen the cavern as they're making their way down, because these drills are so massive. So about an hour goes by, and all these drills start coming through the door. Well, we got them down here. Where are we drilling?
With
See that
keen
wall
mind-
right there? that giant wall that looks a little too fresh.
That looks like a stone wall. Yeah, I
Ow.
see it.
Let's make sure they don't hit anything critical. With keen mind, I will figure out an angle where nothing existed before that is dangerous to drill into, and I will direct them towards that angle.
Okay.
During this, Cress is gonna like sit down with everyone who's not doing something, like Nil and Zeros and Tofin and Avaria, and she's just gonna pass around the magic Rubik's Cube.
Okay, while you guys are doing that, would anyone like to do anything with the cube? Or fusicle?
It's a runic cube.
Go ahead, Nil. What do you want to do?
I want to shake it.
Okay, you shake it.
Twisted.
Like, sure, I'll twist it.
Okay.
Lick it.
Which direction? And are you going from? So, like, if you have a Rubik's cube in your hand, which way are you trying to turn?
You just
Turn your right hand towards you.
Right hand towards you. Okay. So as you're sitting there and you're holding it, and even though it doesn't look as if it should move, the metal does begin to turn.
Oh shit, Nil!
You're creating
Now
a
I
black
lick
hole.
it.
Now you lick it.
Thank
It-
you.
Has a very irony taste. It tastes like metal.
Now I'm gonna take it, and it's got very complicated. All right, so we're looking at it. We're looking at it like this, right? And I've done
Yep.
one of these.
Made a turn backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna turn it like this.
Okay. Like this. You're
Do
turning
it again.
the top to the right.
I'm turning the top towards me with my left hand.
Okay.
This is great to do over Discord.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, if we were in person, this would have been a literal Rubik's Cube with those symbols drawn on it.
Can we just fiddle with it until we try and get the symbols to match?
Are you trying to make each side's symbols match?
Yes.
Oh, is
Oh.
that a thing that could be done with this thing?
If as you were looking it over, you would have noticed that each side has identical symbols, just in a different variation.
Oh,
I only want to
shit.
match one. I only want to match one side.
I didn't realize. I guess you told me that, and I didn't realize that's.
I thought I mentioned that each side had the same symbols, just they were in different places.
You did, but I was busy thinking about arcane things, not solving a Rubik's Cube. Yeah, Keller could do this shit easy, man. But I'm busy directing minors. You guys.
So, after you've made your first turn, what is your third turn? The part that matters.
God, this is like 3D chess.
I'm gonna take my right
Yeah, I
hand.
don't got the
and
mental
move it-
gymnastics for
I'm
this.
gonna take my right hand and move it away from me.
Back the way you turned it?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nil, the world around you as you turn this cube this one time fades to black and white, and everyone just stops moving. About 10
Bro,
seconds.
You just cast time stop.
About 10 seconds goes by, and everything's back to normal.
I
Or
didn't
we'll
say what I was
call
doing
it
in those.
6 seconds.
Who said I wasn't doing anything in those 6 seconds?
Okay, what are you doing in those 6 seconds?
I'm going to get a rock, and on the ground, I'm going to draw an ornate penis around Tofin.
Around me?
Make a dexterity
Yeah,
check to
around
try and draw it ornately.
I mean, it's only 6 seconds. I'm gonna do
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You got
Yeah,
6 seconds.
quickly. Yeah.
You gotta draw this quick.
A dex save,
It was just a dexterity check.
just a dex check.
Yeah.
23.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I'm sorry,
So-
22.
22. Okay. So after this, I
Oh,
assume
no.
I assume you go back to where you were sitting.
No,
No. Where are you moving?
I'm just gonna stand in front of him.
He's standing
So-
at the edge of the penis.
Now
So-
T-pose.
So Tofin, you blink, and then Nil's holding this cube in front of you, and you look down, and there's a penis drawn around you, and Nil's standing in front of you.
You guys are fucking goons.
Your turn.
First
Really?
thing
That's-
you do when time stops is draw a penis, of course.
How? Give that to me.
I handed it to you. It's all you.
Okay.
So just to keep
So
us from
good.
having to play 3D chess in our minds, we're gonna do this sort of off of checks for the next couple rounds because this is getting confusing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at my notes, and I'm like, okay, so that's what happens.
I was gonna say, if we were in person, I could solve the Rubik's Cube and be done, but...
Who says it's supposed to be solved a certain way?
It's not supposed to be solved.
Hopefully.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not a normal Rubik's Cube. You can't just do the way to solve it.
Yeah. One thing I would like to try is I want to get my little friend out, the knocking hand.
Okay.
And see if it does anything.
Okay, so you pull out your small little brass-like ball, and you click the little button, and those 6 legs, 3 legs on each side, those 6 legs shoot out, and it starts running like rapidly all over it, and just like these little tools shoot out, thieves tools shoot out the bottom, and it's like nothing happens.
Shot.
Well, it was a good idea.
Okay. I will make whatever check you would like me to make, T.
Okay.
Look at this thing.
We'll call it intelligence or arcana, whichever one you prefer.
Those are the same thing for me.
Yeah.
Disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Dead. 15.
So as you're sitting there and you're playing with it, and you saw Nil like a few moments earlier, and you saw what he did. So I'm assuming you try to replicate it. Is that easy enough to assume?
Yeah.
So as you're trying to replicate it, you notice that the configuration is different. So you make the same movements backwards, and then redo what he does, but this time nothing happens.
Well, then I fiddle more.
I'm not there, DM. Is it a different result in the symbol? But I'm just asking so that we can all understand.
So
is the resulting symbol different?
So he made the same. So he did it backwards and made the same combination. And whenever he does, it's feels like something should have happened, but it doesn't. So you guys can take that how you will, as if maybe it has a time on it, time restriction on it, or maybe
right, what I'm
it
asking
needs to be a
is
different combination.
What I'm asking is that the rune that is completed is the same.
Rune that is completed is the same.
Okay, it didn't like change. Okay,
Right.
I thought that's what you were saying at first.
Sorry, my bad.
To be clear.
Telfin, hand it to me and let me fiddle with it.
Let me try one more thing, Cress. Can I? So he completed Nil completed one rune.
So it's not
one side.
Not the face. The face isn't the rune. There are 9 individual runes, and you're making a combination with them.
You want me to do it again?
Okay. Can I try making a similar pattern with one of the other runes?
One of the other faces?
Yeah.
Just do the opposite of what I did.
Okay.
Back left, back right,
so
forward left.
Go ahead and make another roll for me. We're just gonna do it with rolls since we're not in person. Otherwise, I would let you guys fiddle with it all you wanted. Because I prefer the more realistic feel.
10.
And you sit there and you make a few different combinations and you try to match up a few different faces, but doesn't seem like whatever you're trying to do.
Alright, here, Cress.
Okay, Cress is just gonna.
So we'll say about before you do what you're gonna do, Cress. About 20 minutes has gone by, and LeVar yells over, "We've been drilling for like 30 minutes, and this nothing but a fucking wall.
Keep drilling."
You heard the man.
Maybe you'll find more aether veins.
No, we're looking for the.
He's greedy.
Okay, Cress, what would you like to do?
Cress is just gonna fiddle with it. She's gonna just make different combinations. Things that haven't been tried yet.
Okay. Go
DM,
ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, guys.
Does anything like speak to her? Anything like stand out maybe in her mind? What if you said that what's going on with the Star Boys? What are those symbols?
There is a 7-pointed star, exactly like the one you saw on the statue, and it was in. And on one side it's in a corner, on another side it's in the center, on the other side it's in like the bottom middle. They're all over the place on each side.
Cress is gonna try and match those boys up.
Okay. Make an Arcana.
Summon Exodia. Do it.
Just make a sleight of hand check as your. I think this is more sleight of hand token. I should have gave you that.
Damn,
That would have been a lot better.
Have the miners drilled far enough to where we would be in the chamber?
We just went through that. They just yelled out that they've been drilling for like a half hour and they haven't found it.
Right, but what I'm saying is between keen mind, I would have known if they'd have reached the chamber by then. Because I know the exact distance, correct?
So it would appear as if they've gone about 10 feet drilling.
Okay, so they haven't breached it yet. Okay, got it. Just wanted to be sure that Kellic wouldn't have told them to stop.
7 with sleight of hand?
Yes.
You keep trying to do it, and because of Cress's intellect, I'm gonna say you get a little frustrated with it and like can't get the symbols to match up.
Okay, I'm gonna hand it back to whoever hasn't tried it yet and tell them to try and match up the symbol.
So that would be either Avaria or Zeros.
Varia, Zeros, which one of you guys wants to do it?
Go for it, Zeros.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
And then while he does that, Cress is gonna find like a large. Cress is gonna get up and wander off, and she's gonna look in this cave. Are there any pretty stones, like marble or anything like pretty?
Stones or stone?
Like stones, either or. Anything like that stands out, like that's actually pretty, not like.
Sure. Just make an investigation check. Zeros, sleight of hand for me.
Oh no.
Nat 1.
Seriously?
Yep.
12 for me.
So Zeros, you go to start moving and you're like, how the hell does this thing move? How'd you guys turn this? It's like I can't figure it out. Basically, you just get annoyed after a little bit, and you're like, whatever, and you just like toss it over to whoever.
Pretty much.
I got a 12 on my investigation.
Okay. I mean, after you get up and walk away and start looking around, you find, I mean, you do find stones per se. I wouldn't say anything that would necessarily be worth money, but I mean, you could find a couple nice round stones, maybe good shipping.
Well, I was looking for maybe if there's any like not necessarily for selling, just like a marble, or is it just like flat gray stone?
Most of this room is flat gray stone or different colors of aether.
I guess Cress is just gonna pick up a flat gray stone and start trying to carve it in the shape of that star. Just to, like, practice the shape and how it feels. She's gonna precariously use her glaive like an idiot.
Okay. Get back to that. So who took the cube? Nell, I believe you stuck your hand out.
I mean, I'll take it again.
Mario, you want to take a shot at it?
No.
Everyone who touches it will die in 7 days.
Let's make a sleight of hand check for me.
24.
Okay. So Cress was trying to match all of the 7-point star symbols on each side. Is that what you're attempting to do?
Sure.
Okay.
I want to summon Exodia.
Want to what?
Summon Exodia and send everybody to the Shadow Realm.
Okay. So as you match each 7-pointed star on each end, one of the centers of one of the sides pops out.
Okay, well, I'm going to look inside and see if there's a dual disc.
So it's not like as if you can see inside. It's almost just like sticking out a little bit higher than the others. Almost like you could either try and pull it out or push it back in.
We're going to try to pull it out first. So I push it back in and it's wrong. That means I have to redo it.
Okay. You're trying to pull it out and it doesn't feel like it's coming.
Well, then we push it in.
Okay. You push it back in, and the cube in your hand, all of the symbols begin to glow white, and then it emanates out, and you feel as if you're a little bit quicker.
Haste, haste, haste.
Can I still say PogChamp, Twitch?
Sure.
PogChamp.
Haste cube.
Can I... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to do the previous thing I did. I want to do the first thing I did with it.
So same thing as before, as whenever Topin tried to mimic yours. You do it, and it seems as if it doesn't work.
That's not cool. I was gonna draw 2 ticks.
Does he look like he's like moving faster than the rest of us?
It's like he's just coked out.
So it's not haste. It's just double your movement.
Oh damn.
But
I try walking up to you and I just walk past you.
yeah, basically, you feel as if the world around you is moving in slow motion.
I already feel that way.
So about another 30 minutes goes by, and you hear a rumbling. We got through the wall!
Wonderful. And I guess I'm gonna go through the hole.
As you
Yeah,
make
I'm
your
going to
way through
send
the
forth-
hole... Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to send forth dancing lights.
So as you send forth your lights kind of around Holland as he steps through this hole, and you guys look through, there's just rubble everywhere. Seems as if whatever was done here, they caved the roof in.
So I'm not able to take the time to compare and see if anything has been moved or changed.
Pile of rubble it would be.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we've got one question now, and that's who's doing this.
My
People that-
obvious picks.
Or the Empire?
My obvious picks would be the corrupted ones or the Empire. I don't know if the Empire would have had the speed to act on this, nor the cunning. And the corrupted ones would have, I presume, easily known that they had lost this place.
I agree. I can't imagine Lord Nathaniel would have been able to get something out.
Yeah, you remember the old philosopher back in Xar'Talas? His name was Occam. The simplest answer is usually the right one. I'm assuming it's covered up by the corrupted ones. Not that I trust the Empire at all.
I agree.
Well, now we know what extent they go to cover it up. Perhaps they extracted some items, but destruction was on the table for them.
Suppose so. Though, with this place trashed, I do feel more comfortable about continuing the excavation.
Well, I wouldn't say your men are in any danger. If the corrupted ones or the Empire, whoever covered it up, abandoned it, essentially, after retrieving whatever it is they want, I think it's unlikely they'll come back.
I agree.
And threaten your corporation anyway.
I suppose that we should take this information back to everybody else.
Well, I think this gets us an opportunity to, when we speak with Her Highness again, see her reaction when we tell her this. She might know of it, she might not, but we can read her intentions. And it gives us another card to play to show that we're making progress on this, and it's something we can do to avoid conscription and instead go for sponsorship.
Absolutely. If this wasn't the Empire, they'll be pleased to hear of this, I suppose. At least it can be evident.
That's
Well,
just my thoughts, though, whatever it is you want to do.
if you want to go and speak to the rest of the group and inform them of what's going on, I will talk to LeVar and let him know that everything's fine and the New Beginnings can begin to start the job.
Okay. Kind of clap him on the shoulder. See you in a bit. When you're done, I will go to the group and tell them everything. Then. What are you all doing with the cube?
Well, I guess Cress isn't gonna say anything because she's still chipping away at a rock.
This thing makes stuff move either really slow or really, really slow.
How?
I don't know. You do this, do the same thing, except I can't get it to do it again, or you can do this. It's not gonna do it again, but
Either of the two resolutions that I'm shown, are they of the runes that coincide with my spell? Or the thing in my spell book?
So it's hard to judge looking at it because the rune that coincides in your spellbook is on every face, just spot on every.
Okay.
It's hard to discern if that is affecting it at all. One thing I will give you is the first configuration he shows you is in the center. On that first configuration, that is where your rune. And on the second configuration, the 7-pointed star one, it was on this.
Well, it sounds like you found a device that messes with the flow of time. I have, I guess something I'll share. This book that I have, that's where I keep all my incantations and everything. It's not mine. It was, I would lightly say given to me. More of, I was running through the markets one day and bumped into a woman and messed up all of her belongings, and she somewhat recognized me. She gave me a strange look, like she knew. But once I had helped her collect all of her things, I looked down, and this book, and I pull out my spell book, remained. And when I glanced up to find her, she was gone. But she gave me a knowing look, and here, and I flip to the very last page. These runes match up, and the only thing I can make out of the runes on this device is that it's before common magic. It's ancient. Not something that I'm very familiar with, but I've been I'm plugging away at this runes and this spell on the back of my book, but I haven't made anything of it. But I can confidently say that there's a reason why we're all together, and it looks like Cress, at least you and I, have followed this larger mystery and now are led to personal intrigues.
Elric, when did you bump into that lady?
Oh, a couple of years ago, about a year, maximum.
Oh, back in your hometown?
Yeah, she, it wasn't the same, but your markings, she had similar, not the same, but, she, whatever it is, no offense, off-human that you are, she was as well.
I don't know anyone else like me, so.
Yeah, well, I've kept that under wraps because I was curious what exactly caused you to be the way that you are, but you hadn't shared yet. And I didn't think she was important until now. You, from your goddess or your ancestors, whatever it may be, discovered this device. And
I'm part angel, like you know, like you got the tieflings, and they're like part devil, part like. I'm somewhere in my family history, someone fucked an angel, and I think it was the lady in the statue.
Right. You know that I'm not into the whole religion thing and demons and angels. I'm more of a grounded kind of person.
Well, how did tieflings come to be?
I mean, we recognize them as demonic folk.
But
mostly mad. Correct me if I'm wrong, but mostly jettisoned from the Nine Hells for not belonging and being too close to the material world. I mean, I don't know if your world's any different. I'm just spouting what D&D lore is.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
And like, I'm like that, but with a little bit of like celestial. That's why I can speak it. and infernal, and abyssal. I don't know why I can speak those. But I can.
Well, at any rate, the device that you've got from your ancestor or goddess somehow.
Oh, she wasn't my goddess.
Somehow, whoever she was, and like I said, you know, it wasn't an accident. Thinking back on it, I think I was chosen for some reason. I don't know why. But it's what set me off on the path to doing everything, and eventually running into you all.
Well, personally, I don't like time magic. I don't think it's a very good thing.
And now, Cress.
Personally, I don't think the time stuff is very good, but that's a personal thing. So you can mess with it all you want.
Well, what I'll tell you is that I tend to agree. But sour hearts and past horrors will easily drive someone like myself. You've seen me influence outcomes. I want to mess with the time and in the same way that I mess with fate because I'm trying to change something. And I can't do that until I'm skilled enough.
Well, there's something I need to tell all of you, but I can't really tell you all here because I have suspicions that I want to share, but we're like around a bunch of people.
As you're saying this, one of the miners walks by and sits down. We have a story time?
Hi! What's your name?
I have no idea.
Are you drunk?
Sure, let's go with that.
I'm drinking.
Ain't my first time. Won't be my last.
I can make it your last if you don't leave.
Oh, let's bring back to it.
Right. Well, I'll call out to Holland and call him over. Are we good here? I think we have at least a little bit more.
I'll start walking my way over.
Can we stop drilling the wall? You hear LeVar yell over at you.
LeVar, I told you that 10 minutes ago.
All right, boys. Get to the good shit.
Let's get out of here.
That man, I told him 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago that he could start mining everything else.
Yeah, let's go. I don't think this changes our plan. We just know more now, which is good.
So as you guys are walking away, you hear almost like a. They think of like the starting of a motorcycle. You turn around and LeVar's got a fucking jetpack on. He's flying up to the fucking ceiling. It starts like chiseling away at the Aether.
Hold on. We can get jetpacks?
Yeah, hold up. And if a miner's got access to a jetpack, bro, I'm about to be Iron Man over here.
Alright, first place I'm stopping when we get back is Fizzlin's.
Fizzle, not even one of them fucking jetpacks, bro. Alright. I guess we'll make our way back to Baldenport.
Anything anyone wants to do on their way back?
Well, the hour is precisely
late in the afternoon when you guys went.
Fucking asshole.
Late in the afternoon, fucking last time. Had to spend a couple hours. It's evening. Probably you figure it's probably early evening. Let's call it 8:15.
just in time for a midnight snack. Let's go.
Cressida, while we, since she's on her elk and she can like telepathically tell him to just like do shit, doesn't have to steer him too much. She's gonna have the runic cube, and she's going to just wiggle with it.
Okay. Cress, while you're messing with it, instead of a sleight of hand, make a religion check.
I suck at that.
Are you better with sleight of hand? I'll give it to you.
I am.
Okay, go sleight of hand.
Oh,
I'm gonna -1 religion.
Paladin wins. At a 1.
That's a 0, Tyler.
that's a 1. Well, no, I did sleight of hand, so it's a 1.
Oh, sorry, it's sleight of
If it
hand.
was religion,
Okay.
it would have been a 0.
So as you're messing with this cube, same thing you notice with Zero. So you're trying to figure out how it moves, but you're just how the hell did they make this thing turn?
Well, Well, this is so stupid. I was the one that got the cube out, and it's not gonna listen to me?
Well, if you're solving for specific results that you want to desire, I mean, I'm pretty good with spatial awareness. It's you just
I'm
have to
gonna
turn.
lick it and then hand it to Kelrick as he's explaining.
Can I?
Do you lick it?
Oh no,
Yes.
It tastes metallic.
Thanks. Okay.
You're just tossing it via horseback.
Of course.
I mean, I could take enough time, theoretically, to create a cheat sheet of sorts. I would have to mess with it for a number of days, but I could always work out and parse out the results and their effects. Since I can't formally identify how it works. I'm assuming that's something I would easily be able to do, DM, as Kelrick.
Yeah.
It would just take time.
It will take time.
I mean, that's up to you, if you want. Otherwise, if you're giving this to me to hold on to, I can make it a side project, or you can keep it. It's up to you. It's yours anyway.
Make it a side project.
Very well. I was going to work on something for you, actually, but Holland and I have been distracted as of late.
Well, first off, I need to find something to attach that glaive head to because it's mine. It's mine because it was my ancestors. That armor should have been mine.
It's yours
Yeah,
until
well, maybe-
Zero steals it in the middle of the night.
Maybe here in town,
Tangent.
maybe here in town, the L scene part of my family is big on inventing and workshopping, and maybe with Holland's help and the proper tools, I could recreate it. But we haven't had the time and nor the resources and the availability.
When we get back into town, we can just look at the glaive and fix it.
Well, what is this exactly? Glaive head.
It's big.
Uh-huh.
It's pointy.
Uh-huh.
It looks like this, but bigger.
How heavy is it?
Heavy.
Define heavy.
Define heavy, DM.
Are you talking about just the blade?
Yeah.
So, just the blade part that you have? 200 pounds. Thing's massive.
That's thick.
That's thick.
Cress, what
That's a big boy.
are you gonna do?
I do want to remind you that when you picked this up, I did tell you it was like 3.5 feet long.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna use it.
How are you gonna use that? That's probably more than you weigh.
It is more than I weigh.
Then how are you gonna use it?
Leverage.
I'm gonna use my opponent's weight against him.
Mechanical
Well,
leverage.
Theoretically, yeah, with a
Whatever
short enough glaive with a really heavy handle.
Okay, look at here, okay? We got Aether. We just learned this motherfucking jetpacks. There's probably an exoskeleton suit somewhere in this world.
We could make a rocket powered glaive.
Not gonna say I already
Yeah.
have minis for it.
I'm a smart boy, and I got Holland beside me. We can get up to no good.
DM, speaking as someone who has a decent understanding of prosthetics and robotics in this world,
Sure.
do you think it would be possible to make something of a exoprosthetic limb that you could theoretically attach a 3.5 foot long, 200-pound glaive to?
Are you trying to cut off Cress's arm to give her a glaive arm?
No, I'm trying to make an exoskeleton that could go over her arm.
It sounded like you're trying to give her an extra limb, like cut
Well,
off one of her arms.
I will say, from an artificer's perspective, that's one of your subclasses is power armor.
Yeah, armor.
Like, so.
From your knowledge and the research that you did, you would know that it would be highly experimental. It'd be very new, but it could probably be done.
That's all I need.
Yeah, there's
Well-
only one drawback to that, though. I'm not a big fan of making weapons of war.
But you made that, right?
As he polishes his gun.
Are you pointing to my pistol?
Of course.
Yeah, the circumstances around its construction are another story for another time.
Well, when we get to Joanna's place, I need to have a talk with
You
everyone.
guys didn't notice the music already changed. You can reasonably be back involved.
Yeah, we're literally here.
Oh.
I'm holding an ale.
Anything else?
Okay, wasn't that funny? I mean, jeez.
Oh,
That seems. The thing is, that
Why
seems
not
like a
throw the record
reasonable
there?
thing to happen too. Like
Yeah.
we're all sitting in a tavern, and Cress is like, "Well, when we get back, we need to."
It's like we're fucking here, man.
poor Cress.
I did want to ask around between just real quick between Holland and everybody else while we were on the road, if anybody had run into any sort of. I know that we've located a magic shop, but somewhere that would be more of sages and scribes. Any sort of magical schooling in Baldenport. Because I don't. I mean, unless I've run into it in my travels. But
No, I
don't think
will
have.
remind you that you're very familiar with Goldenport.
Only when I'm drunk.
Okay, well, when you get to join us, fast forward an hour later, we're there. I'm holding a nail. So about this magical school, or whatever it may be.
Do I know anything about it?
Make a general history check. We'll see what you remember.
It all hinges on a history check, eh?
I can't pick my dice up.
Pick your dice up.
I literally can't.
Get some butter on them.
Yeah.
Butter.
17.
17. So within your time that you spent within Baldenport, you would know there's no libraries here, no schools. But one thing you do know,
In the city.
just through your connections that your mom had throughout the Xar'Talas Empire, you would know that there is a sect of people who value knowledge, known as the Order of Bronze Salamander, that have a location here within Baldenport.
Noted.
Okay.
Don't tell me this information is going to cost me something.
A drink.
Our
I'll
drinks
get
are
you two.
right now.
Yeah.
Then I'll tell
get
you
as
twice
many
as
you want.
much.
Great. Well, I'll get you 4. And I'll go and get 4 free drinks.
And I will relay the information as I know it, repeating each word 4 times.
No, I will remind you because you weren't here next session. I will let you know that you guys are currently staying under the within the Golden Harp as guests of the Crown, and they are covering all of your guys' expenses within the Golden Harp for the week. So everything's
pretty
free.
chill.
Everything's free.
Well,
Everything
thanks
with
for- yeah.
everything within the tavern: your food, your drink, your room.
What about that guy? And I'm gonna point at like a random patron.
Well, since you're talking to the DM and you're talking to the god of the world, I'm gonna tell you right now, you get no response.
Okay, well, thanks for the intel. I appreciate it. That's kind of a personal thing for me. I just need somebody who knows a bit more about spellcraft. Cressida, what did you want to tell us about?
Well, I would rather do this like up in Joanna's quarters, where it's gonna be like no one listening.
Well, it's a good thing this ale comes in a mug. I'll stand up.
I'll go.
Make my way.
Sure.
Once we're all up there, Cress is gonna like sit everyone down. Okay, so does everyone remember the shady man Gallius?
No.
Okay, someone fill
You mean the merchant
Yes.
that I didn't have a chance
Yes,
to
I
use?
do.
Topin.
Tophin remembers him very well.
Why does Tofu remember him very
Well,
What did they do? What did he do?
We had an eventful night.
Ah.
anyway, I happen to have a moment to sit down and talk with Gallius, and something about him does not. Did you, Dustin? This is a question for you. Did you relay the information to us about Gallius being, or like the? No, Avaria, did you relay the information to us about what's his face?
I'm confused on what.
Who?
Yeah.
For his name?
Yeah, the V dude.
Vrukram.
Vrukar?
Yes.
Vrukar.
Yep.
I've already relayed that to you last session.
So Avaria said that Brukar is a merchant.
He was a scientist.
Scientist. I thought it said also said like merchant, like shopkeep.
More like not shopkeep, more like purveyor of fine things. Buys things, doesn't sell things.
Well, I was going to say that I felt that there was a connection between Gallius and Brukar, like they were the same person. Because I guess I can tell you this, I don't think we should trust Gallius. Because I sat down and had a talk with him, and he revealed to me that he knows, the time magic. And he says it's very ancient and very dangerous.
Well, I can tell you I didn't really trust him to begin with.
Yeah, you don't have to trust someone. No.
I would not
Cress
take
and I have been with lots of
to
people.
trust them.
I did it to get this bag and a few other things. Like,
That's true. That's true.
it was more of a transaction.
Isn't that prostitution?
And?
I'm not. No complaints here.
Well, I will say,
Don't slut shame me, Holland.
No king shaming here.
Nil,
Yes.
you said that the cube had you stop time.
Said it slowed you all down.
It slowed us all down.
Yes.
Did you feel any different afterwards? Did you feel like sick or anything?
I felt a little nauseous.
Well, it's a matter of perspective. I mean, there's a basic magic. It's not too complicated. I could learn it even that allows you to move a little bit quicker. But this is about the perception of time. He believes we were all going slower, but in reality, depending on perspective, he was going faster.
Let me see the freaking cube.
I believe I gave it back to you, but if not, I dig in my bag and there it is. Whatever. Cube
believe-
somewhere.
I believe Cress has it.
I want to do what Nil
Oh no,
did.
I made it one of my side projects, so I'll give it to her. Sorry.
Which one?
The first thing he did. I want Nil to show me how he did it, and then I want to try it.
I'll show her. Yeah.
Same thing. So
He shows you it works.
you make you make the same combination. Doesn't seem like anything.
It's probably like a lot of other items, only a certain amount of times a day. That kind of thing.
I want to try other combinations.
Well, here, let me help you, because it's not too hard to solve these things. Kind of like a puzzle back in where I come from.
Chris.
And I'll help her solve other solutions that haven't been solved before.
Just so I understand, is Cress holding it or you hold it?
I'm just helping point out.
Okay. So Cress, make your roll at advantage.
Unless you're uncomfortable with this,
Sleight of hand.
with it affecting you, Cress, because you don't like the whole timing magic thing.
18.
18. So you're messing with it, and as you're turning it, and you're seeing Cress and what you've been experiencing over the past few days, I assume you're focused a little more on the star symbol that as you're messing with it. And as you do, you get it to the top panel where the star symbol is top left-hand corner. As you do, it seems as if it almost up a little bit.
I'm gonna try and pull it out.
As you pull it out, it slides a little bit, and on the inside there is a small white crystal. Not aether, just a white crystal. You remember those metal monoliths everyone was freaking out about a couple months ago? That's the shape it's in.
Oh my god.
But it's a crystal?
Appears to be.
Wait, are you telling me like an 8-foot tall crystal came out of this little box?
It's a tiny little 3-inch piece. I'm just saying that's the shape it's in. Now, Cress, as you pull this out and you're looking it over, also make a history check for me.
DM, I seem to remember that there was a crystal missing in the gazebo.
Oh, so you already remember.
You telling me we gotta go back to the statue?
We have to go back to the gazebo!
That is the exact size I would know.
I don't think any of us are upset that we have to go back to the gazebo.
Not a
This is
gazebo.
what I've been waiting for.
No, y'all were quite infatuated with that place, and I don't think Zeros got the chance to properly climb it, so might as well go back.
Fucking gazebo.
Okay, so we went to this place.
If the gazebo's not the big bad evil guy of this whole place, then
There was a gazebo.
I don't know why we're playing.
And it spun around, and there's like crystals in it, but there was one missing, and this is that missing crystal, and my goddess is in the gazebo.
Why doesn't she just walk out?
And the
if she's
same day
inside the
she's told him
gazebo?
her goddess is in the statue and her goddess is in the gazebo. Cress sounds like a freaking crazy fanatic.
It's almost like they're the same thing.
That also has to do with Calrick's book. That also has to do with your mommy statue. What?
Well, she did say it was like a great grandparent or something.
Oh, Helen, these are how these things work, my friend.
It would appear that way.
You've been drawn into this the same as the rest of us, and I obviously was given this book, chosen by that woman for some reason which I don't fully understand. And Cress's history has to do with this. I'm sure as we go along, we'll discover why you were brought into the fold. But there's a reason.
So we talked to the queen lady, right? And we
Yeah.
tell her, hey, we don't want to work for you, but if you pay us,
Yeah.
maybe
Well, at the very least, not to be obstructed, and perhaps to be sponsored in some manner, but not to be obstructed is the main thing.
yes. And then we don't tell her where we're going, and we fuck off to the gazebo. We pop this bad boy in.
Yeah.
How far away is the gazebo, DM?
Quite a ways.
Thought it was a couple days travel.
It's all the way back by Oldfield.
It was north of the Naku Circle. So you're talking maybe a week travel.
Yeah, I think the important thing when we talk with Her Highness is to stress that we are, because of other reasons, looking into this anyway, and it just makes sense for them to at least not obstruct, if not even sponsor us.
I don't want
But that we're not doing it in an official manner for the Empire, but we'll keep them well appraised.
I'm fine with her knowing about the corrupted one, but I don't want her to know about the gazebo.
Well, that's fine. We don't have to tell her about that.
Okay, because I have a feeling that perhaps my goddess, there's no information on her because maybe she's not, I don't know, like a sanctioned. Maybe the Empire was like, fuck you, we don't like you, and they just like got rid of information on her.
Like,
Well, but
I will
but
say,
go ahead.
if
sorry.
we mention a gazebo in the middle of the woods somewhere, I don't think they'll care.
But
Just-
what if
That's what I was going to say. Is the thing that we need to realize is that the Empire doesn't care about all the tiny little details, and doesn't care how you or I are involved in the history of this. They care about either money or the safety of their citizens, probably both, probably money first, and then the safety of the citizens. So they care who is acting against the land and or its people, and what is going to be done about it, and the end goal is stopping the corrupted ones.
but
That the Empire and us are in agreement with.
they're in the pocket of a very bad organization. Did I not mention this? Did I not mention this to you guys either?
My notebook is not here, but I have a column of things that I have checked if they're
This
known.
happened
and
last session. Does anyone remember Cress message me?
I believe you mentioned something along those lines last session, but you didn't divulge any.
Okay, I guess I slipped up. Okay, so like you guys know my adopted mom, right?
I believe you went through that. You just didn't give them any of what happened to you.
Okay, well my adopted mom worked for this organization. They're not very good, and they have the royal family under their thumb. They're called. Cress is gonna cast Divine Sense real quick.
Yeah, I mean, don't sense anything currently.
Okay, she's gonna do a quick look around. Anyone like listening in? Any like little perception check, perhaps?
Yeah, go for it.
Into the private room, like the.
You guys are in your private room.
Well, I fucking suck, anyways.
She's like, is anybody listening?
So it's called the Xar'Talas Syndicate, and they are very interested in what you're studying right now, Calric.
I'm sure they don't have altruistic goals like I do.
I don't know what their goals are.
President, how do you know so much?
I was adopted by the lady.
Well, what
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure I follow the correlation there between adoption and knowledge.
What?
Everyone knows that if you're adopted, you have the most knowledge.
Shady organizations that they work for.
Yeah, and I don't want to pry Cressida, but the woman who we encountered in Jinrun, she was very clearly part of something larger. What you know, you don't have to tell us anything you don't want to, but what exactly happened?
Me?
This is in general, yeah, I suppose, because we're currently following this intrigue, and it's becoming more and more personal with every step. We need to know what we're dealing with. Unless you don't want to share, that's up to you. I mean...
Let's just say... Oh gosh. They can do bad things. Like, their time magic can hurt people. And... once... I don't know if it's the more time magic that, like, affects as used on you, the worse it, like... I have a very close friend, that was hurt badly by them. And she doesn't have much longer to live. And, that's what this magic does to you. It takes away your time. And so I don't want that to happen to any of us. And yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, Bavaria and you and Tofan, you get your capabilities from elsewhere, but Nil and I, our fabric is twisting reality. We're just normal people without all of our studies or innate capabilities and our storytelling, you know, that Nil has. We're just normal people. Any school of magic is dangerous and damages the wielder when it's not given by a deity. And I trust me, I recognize that, and I'm sorry for your friend. But the danger is not going to stop me.
Well, they were not the one that practiced it. They were practiced on. And that's what I mean by the syndicate is not...
I know. That's why you've seen me talk endlessly about Aether and how it's not being used for good, but for creation of weapons of war, and how I've talked endlessly about how I don't like creating weapons of war. I don't want to study this magic to change anything against someone else. I want to change what has already happened and fix what has been wronged. That's why I study it. And you know, individuals go in with good intentions and then end up being warped by it, and that's a cost that could end up happening to me. But it's I don't have a choice. I have to do it.
Just make sure you don't... Oh, my foot fell asleep. Oh my god. Make sure you don't do it for the wrong reasons.
Well, you go in with good intentions, but I guess I could make the pun about the corrupted ones. Corruption settles in slowly, and it's not on all at once, and you go in and you accept it step by step, and then it's taken over your life.
Well,
so.
Moral of the story, I don't trust the monarchy.
That's why we only get there enough. We only give them enough to get them to be out of our way and let us handle it. And we update them with the things that they should care about, which is who's doing it and why, and that we've taken care of it. We don't tell them anything else.
Don't
Nothing
slap
of our
me.
personal stuff or anything else. You know, they don't need to know that you and I are tied up in this somehow. And I'm sure as we go along, we'll find out that many more of us are.
I don't particularly trust most people, so if this is the path we're going to go, it's second nature to me, really. Being in close with government really isn't my strong suit. As I'm sure you all have noticed, I tend to work a bit under the law and bend it and do what I please. So.
Yeah, Tove would certainly be at home in this conversation. I don't think he trusted a single bite of authority.
What was it?
Yeah.
Don't remember that.
I don't think this changes what we're going to do, but now we have the realization of why we're structuring our responses this way. The only thing I'll tell you all is, I promise you when I have the capability, and when the time comes, I'll tell you everything that is needed about me and about how I'm tied up in all this. But it's far away, back home in Xar'Talas, and if we play our cards right, it need never come to Her Highness's attention. Because I don't know what the alliances between the Republic and Empire are and how much they'd be willing to do to correct wrongs. That's why I'm hoping to do it first with my studies.
Well, I'm ready to go to bed. I don't know about any of you.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Just so I can recap, who all has messed with the cube? What have Aria?
I am not messing.
Other than identifying it, I haven't physically attempted to solve any of them.
Oh, I'm sure things are going to be totally fine.
Well, I'm going to hopefully finish with the information that No gave me. I'm hopefully going to finish the thing that I'm working on soon. And then next up will probably be the cube, because it's superseded what I was working on with Holland for you. That's also more of a workshop thing.
First, keep the cube, or let me keep the cube for tonight. I want to mess with it in the morning.
Sure, yeah. Just be careful. Might get stuck a year from now.
Cress is gonna head off to sleep.
Before everyone runs off to bed,
Damn it.
anyone by chance have an extra ranged weapon that they have no personal attachment to?
Leave my javelins alone.
Cress
I have a
pulls out
hand crossbow.
No, that sounds like what I'm looking for, a crossbow. Something of the sort. If anyone would be willing to part with such an object. Thank you.
Pretty sure I'm carrying just about an extra of every crossbow you could want.
You working on something for Spud?
No, I'm just gonna whip something up real quick before I go to bed.
So
Well,
is
I
it?
literally created Tofin's little crossbig, so I could help you if you want.
That's true. That is a pretty fancy looking thing. Do you think you'd be able to incorporate something like that into my arm?
Well,
And I guess even a little
concept is the same. Creation could be fairly similar, but implementation would be the question. And I've already got the maker's mark, and it's already an Elsene creation. So yeah, I could probably. I want to know how that thing works anyway. It's intriguing.
Then
Just
let's
like
do
Spud.
it.
Would you like a larger crossbow then, Helen?
Well, if you wanted, I could always do what I did for Tofin's and start with the the base enlarged heavy crossbow and see about implementing that. That would be the most effective, but we'd have to go get one, I suppose.
I would say I have a light crossbow on me that's going to be larger than the hand crossbow, but smaller than this one.
DM, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I may be able to take what you've got and upgrade it to be similar to a heavy one, but it would take a bit more effort. Otherwise, we could just go fetch one, and I could start from there. Or we could start from there. It's not my show, sorry.
Well, it seems like we've got an abundance of crossbows. We've got the harp. And
And the good grace of Fizzlin, yeah.
I only need something that wouldn't even need to take up the entire forearm to implement something like that.
No, I'm thinking something probably spring-driven. You know, and we could make it more compact that way, and when it extends and expands, then it's in full working order, and it can be stowed fairly easily. I don't think it would take up too much more than, you know, just a little. If you've got the room to spare.
Sure, I don't see why not.
I'm thinking like Spider-Man web shooters, but with crossbow bolts.
I was thinking like Assassin's Creed, except what shoots out, so it's the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I've already created for Tofin there.
I know, that's what I
Or a tender crossbow. But this is about implementing into the arm to be stowed. You know.
Take some work.
Yeah, but I got Elsene blood in me, so I certainly can do it. It's just a matter of time.
I think you could crank it out.
The one commodity Kelrick has very little of, time.
You have all the time in the world with that cube.
Maybe, but he's got fucking 10 different projects he's trying to work on. He's got a spell he's trying to make, he's got other shit he's trying to do, now he's got a thing for Cress, and now he's got a fucking arm he's trying to make with Holland. His downtime is busy.
When he retiring to the respective rooms. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Although DM, while we sleep, I'm going to infuse my sword. Before I go to sleep.
Or you sleep, you mean?
Huh?
Or you sleep?
Yeah, yes, before I sleep or like early in the morning when I wake up, whatever.
Okay.
Works. Goddamn
Tofin, Avaria, is there anything you're doing before you go to bed?
Realistically, I'd probably just sit up for a long time.
Good.
God damn it.
Probably not a full sleep now.
Okay.
Like a couple hours, but
So like a short rest.
yeah. A long short rest.
Sure. Okay. Avaria, are you going to bed? Are you going to bed? So, Avaria, as you lay down to what you think go to sleep, staring at the ceiling, just thinking about the past moment, you feel a slight warmth rush over your body, and as you're staring at the ceiling, you see a small mote of a blue flame appear. As it floats down to you, staring at it, you get some familiarity from it, knowing that as Mordial's flames show in a blue aura, and in an instant, the flame expands, engulfs the whole room. In this instant, you could hear a voice. Avoid that which she has found. That item, not for mortals.
Burn it. Got it.
And in that same instance, the flame goes back down and back off into.
Alright,
And you wake up,
smash that crystal.
and you realize it was a dream, and your body is just covered in sweat and feel as if like the worst hot flash of your life.
Every night of my life.
Tofin, as you attempt to try and stay awake, something similar happens to you. You're sitting on the edge of your bed, trying to stay awake throughout this night. Fight it off for a couple of hours, but eventually, as you're staring off and your mind begins to wander, the vines begin to creep in from all the corners of the room. You can see the different flowers and different things start to bloom, and as you do, you see the vines begin to intertwine and form into a familiar face of Kalaya. And yet there's something different about her. Perhaps someone showing you just a familiar figure of comfort. And you hear the voice emanate from her. Light is not that what it seems. Don't always trust. The vines begin to dwindle back away, fall back into the ground. And same with you. You awaken and it's just covered in sweat. You can feel yourself like gasping for air, basically. That's where we'll end tonight's session.
God damn it, I had plans.
Smashing that crystal.
Yeah, well, the DM's plans are fucking superseding
They
everything.
didn't say anything about the crystal, they said the cube.
Anything about the cube?
Yeah, I did. They said the item.
The one guy did.
Did not physically say cube.
The item is you, Cress. When the villain tells you you are the key, it sounds like bullshit, but that's
You
actually
say
just
yes.
what you are. Yeah, you're the key. Congratulations.
You're the key
There's
master.
no simpler form of storytelling than you actually being the key.
I will not reveal anything.
Whatever the fuck that means. Well, hell, that's one hell of a fucking web of shit that you fucking spun up, Matt, and only until these past 2 sessions am I starting to understand how it all comes together. I mean, I think I'm kind of understanding what generally you're going for, but you know, Kellerick hasn't figured it out. But
Right.
it's a damn.
Starting to come together.
What a slow burn is all I gotta say. That was a slow burn.
So we're level
I was
6.
like, what the hell's going on? And
Not
now-
level 6
now I'm
yet.
starting to see.
If we had killed the dragon, would we be level 6?
Highly possible. Although the dragon, I'm going to tell you right now, would probably result in a TPK.
Oh, I'm absolutely agree with you. Even a young dragon would have TPK'd us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
I-
kind of spent. Go ahead.
I was trying to hint that the shit's drawing closer. You guys need to either wrap it up or get the fuck out.
Yeah, I had pretty much spent most of my big stuff before Dragon came along, and when you said that she was looking up the sky waiting for something, I was like, I better save myself some backup, you know. But then by the time that it came around to it starting to show up, I was already burnt because the situation just called for me to use big spells like the counter spell. And I was like, boy, whatever shows up, I hope doesn't cast spells, because I can't counterspell it.
I was ready for you and Avaria to fall under the charm, and I was going to burn all your spell slots.
Yeah.
Can you
Counter
remember for me, or help me remember that next session when Cress wakes up, I want her to try and do the time thing.
Sure. Just send me a message on Facebook so I can make note. I don't actually. I'll just write it down right here in my book.
She has a suspicion.
Cube sus.
The cube is sus.
I'm pretty sure Cress is sus at this point.
Cress is not.
A lot of us are sus.
Cress has been nothing but truthful to the group.
Anybody who's got backstory skin in this game is sus. I don't like any of you. Avaria's freaking me the fuck out, man. And it's
Yeah.
all shit that Kellerick doesn't even know. I can't do anything about it, because Kellerick doesn't know it.
I mean, you guys don't know
Okay,
shit
royalty.
about me yet.
She's goddamn royalty. What the fuck?
You guys know everything about me. Cress is hiding nothing.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
Oh.
totally.
Sure.
But anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and sign off for tonight. Thanks for joining us, those that came and hang out tonight. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Another huge huge reveals tonight. Well, I wouldn't say huge reveals, but some definitely finally diving into what I've been trying to get to, getting into cusp of backstories. So good. But anyways, we're gonna sign off for tonight, guys. Good night. Thanks for joining us. We love you guys, and in 2 weeks.